Be a good time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know we postponed it for a little bit, but
Oh, that's fine. There's no biggie.
I get so busy, man, with basketball. Like, it's just a lot.
I understand. Life is just hectic as you keep every year. Just one more thing on the plate that you don't expect.
I know, right?
And it just keeps ahead.
How old are you?
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm 28.
Yeah.
I'm not that much older, but like every year you just get busier and busier.
No, that's what I keep like. The jump from 18 to 21, and I feel like 21 probably to like 25, 20, like mid-20s, late 20s, is another huge, like...
It's huge.
You look back and it's like, holy cow. Can't believe, like...
I know.
that happened. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the time goes either. So
it's nuts, man. It's flown by. It's like I still feel like I'm 18, but, you know... I'm 28 now.
That's what I had today. I was playing basketball and I was feeling like pretty loose. And I was going up and I just went to like kind of just go staple. I'm not going to go dunk or anything. I landed and I was like, oh my God. Yeah. No wonder I don't.
Yeah.
Like most of the time I'm not jumping anymore. I just try to stay on the ground.
That's kind of how I play. So low to the ground. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm
not dunking anymore. So
no. It took a turn. 21 was like the downhill, I felt.
Yeah.
After that birthday, I was like, body started like feeling pain.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't expect this. I was like, this is lame.
I know, right? It's totally like, I don't know, once you get to that age, and then really when I hit 25 was like, all right, I'm like an adult now. Like, I'm getting older, and now it's just kind of cruising. Your birthdays don't really matter as much anymore. So.
No, that's the sad part.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, after this birthday, it's kind of like, I try to use my birthday as a reason to just get everyone together.
Yeah.
Try to get all the like boys to come back in town. And it's because I'm like in May.
Okay.
And so it's normally like, all right, season's changing, got some longer days, getting warmer. So normally we can get everyone together, like go do something. But like other than that, it's like, is what it is. I don't really care about the birthday myself.
Yeah, it's just about like, having everybody around.
But it's like getting everyone to hang out. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a cheers. Give us a good photo spot. Got some more waters in there if you want anything.
Okay.
I'm going to ask one question first, and we can cut this if not. But how'd you get the nickname Tootie? Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Because
it's always been a secret to most people. It's kind of dumb, to be honest. Like, so we had this Spanish teacher. I went to St. Mary's. Her name was Miss Tomlin. And she was kind of, like a fun older lady, but like kind of kooky, she just taught Spanish in a funny way. And, I went to private school, so I was like probably the second. I mean, I'm half black. There was another kid who was black, and he was in the grade above me. Well, you pick Spanish names like for the class, so they don't call you like by your name. Well, my name was Tito in the 7th grade. Well, the other black kid who was in the class right before us was Tootie, and it was spelled T-U-D-I or something.
Yeah.
Well, somehow she would like mix us up. So I would come into the next class. So she started mixing it up, which is just like, we don't look anything alike.
Yeah.
And everybody just thought it was funny at first, and I kind of ran with it a little bit. I was like, yeah, I'm Tootie now. And
so you just kind of got stuck.
I kind of got, so like that was right at the time when I was like creating a Facebook.
Yeah.
And so I put Tootie as my nickname on Facebook. So everybody at St. Mary's didn't call me Tootie. They just called me Andrew.
Yeah.
And when I went to Traveler's Rest, everybody thought that's what my name was, like my nickname was.
Yeah.
And, there was Andrew Brown, there was Andrew Russell. So it was just probably easier for everybody to call me Tootie, and just stuck, man. Like, I've had jobs, like, where that's where everybody calls me. Like, I mean, everybody calls me that at work now. It's just, it's just stuck with me.
That's what I was, when you DM or sent the message on there, I saw Andrew, and I was like, I feel like that's Tootie, but I'm not like 100%. Because that's all I've known you by.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. And I love it just because it's just something fun, and
I think it's fun.
It's just a nickname, but yeah, it's not like I don't have any crazy like story. It's just something that's stuck forever. I'll probably with me the rest of my life. So
I mean, at this point, it's kind of
quarter. You got it on Instagram and everything, so I've just been rolling with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I just had to ask that because I was like, that's
Yeah, dude.
I want to know where it came from. Um, Coaching now, what how's that going? What first kind of got you into that?
Yeah. Well, to bring it back, like when I played
Mhm.
basketball, I never really thought about coaching.
You're just
What
kind of the most just wanted to play.
Yeah, I just wanted to play. Like, I never really thought like, oh, I'm going to be a coach one day, or like that's what I want to do. And
Hmm.
I went to Southern Wesleyan, played, but like sat on the bench. And
Yeah, that's
after,
still better than most.
yeah, I mean, after college, I kind of was, I was going through a tough time.
Hmm.
I my senior year of college, I had Tillman.
Yeah,
In between that, like I got married to her mom. Like we got married within like 4 months of her getting pregnant.
yeah,
And then, after college, we split up. So I was
hmm,
going through a lot, and my best friend, Parker Neff, like he
yeah,
passed away. So my first year, I was just like living off of Woodruff Road, and, I was just like working and, doing stuff. And
hmm,
really, Baron Morgan, just, I was hanging out with some guys, and he came up to me and was like, hey, man, like, I know you're going through some stuff.
yeah,
Um, I'm about to be coaching JV at Travel Dress, and I need an assistant coach. Like, would you be interested? And I was like, sure.
yeah,
Like, why not?
hmm,
And just from then on, like being with Barron and just having fun, being back at TR,
yeah,
like Coach Mills is around, and it was just fun to do it. And I was like, I think I can kind of do this.
yeah,
And then Sam asked me to coach at Dream Sports when he ran that AAU organization. So
hmm,
I did that with like the JV guys, and we
yeah,
did well. And I was like, I think I'm like not bad at this. Like I think I can keep this going. I feel like the guys all liked me. The parents liked me. It felt easy and it felt like something I wanted to do.
yeah. I mean, that's a huge part of it. Having
Yeah,
that like actual want to do it versus like just kind of forcing yourself to be there.
yeah. And like my thing was, is like I went to school, like I graduated with a psychology degree, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
Me and Parker always talked about being sports psychologists, and when he passed away, I kind of just let that go and was like, I just need to get my degree, get out of college, I'll work somewhere, I'll figure it out.
yeah,
But I was like, man, like I love doing this. Like
hmm,
I wasn't getting paid, like I was just doing it for free.
yeah,
And then I spent another season with Barron, and that was good, but even Barron would tell you like I wanted to be the head coach. I liked being the assistant, but
yeah,
nothing to like undermine him. I just like I wanted to have my team,
hmm,
especially getting that taste in travel ball. So then I did travel ball again.
hmm,
We had a good season, and then you know stopped coaching with Barron, and basically who set me up where I'm at now. I'm at Veritas Prep School,
hmm,
and Dixie Neff, Parker's mom,
yeah,
was in a kind of a group of moms that have lost children.
yeah,
And she was, I guess they were at like a meeting, and one of the moms was like, hey, my daughter is like really looking for a basketball coach. Like they're just starting a program at this school.
hmm,
They've only had a program for 1 year, and she's coaching the boys team, and like can't, she doesn't know much about basketball.
yeah,
And Dixie like reached out to me and was like, would you be interested in this? And I was like, yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
for sure. I mean, I never even heard of Veritas. I didn't even know where it's at. And, I met with the athletic director, Nora Mueller, and I interviewed, and she gave me the job. And that was about 4 years ago now when I accepted the job.
Yeah,
I remember watching them, or backtrack, when I went to the interview, like Veritas doesn't have a building.
uh-huh.
They use like St. Matthew's gym or
Oh,
church
okay. Yeah,
right next to the
yeah,
YMCA. And then they use Greenville ARP that's on the other side.
okay,
And they just use those like buildings as like classrooms, and that's where we would practice, our games were at, stuff like that.
yeah,
And I was like, you know what, I could do this. Like I didn't even see the kids yet, and I was like, I want to do this. Now I remember going to their first game, and I was like, man, these kids are kind of small. And it's like, yeah, because they don't have any eighth graders. And I was like, what? And it was like, all the eighth graders go play, high school, like JV, because they don't have enough kids for the high school. It's so small.
yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I'll do it. Like, let's do it.
I'll figure it out.
So I got the job. My first year, we had a really, really good year. And I had two eighth graders, but, they were very like, they weren't like true eighth graders. They just started playing basketball.
Yeah,
We came in third in the conference, and it was a lot of fun. And then my second year, it was kind of ups and downs. Like I I was supposed to have 8th graders that year.
Uh-huh.
I lost all of them to the high school team again.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a growing year, but then this year was our best year yet, man. We went 20-3, won our conference, and I ended up coaching the girls as well. And then the girls, we lost in the championship game by basically a buzzer beater, and we didn't have our best player. Our best player broke her ankle the day before. At practice. Our last practice was just a fun practice. We were just doing like a little 3-on-3 tournament, and she went for a rebound and broke her ankle. So, and we made it all the way to the championship in the playoffs. So,
yeah.
But man, yeah, it was cool. It's been a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. It's going out there with a challenge of undersized. But,
yeah, yeah. I coach just like no black kids on my team, a bunch of white boys, but we're scrappy. We get after it.
That's what matters. Cardio all the way.
Yeah,
just outrun everyone.
And they're just the greatest kids, man. Like Bob Ritchie's son, Mac. Like I've coached him for a while, and he's such a great kid. And I had him for 2 years, and it's amazing, like the type of kids they have at this school. It really is like all about the parents. The parents are great people.
Yeah.
And they've just raised really good kids. Like, I don't have anybody with bad grades. I don't have anybody with bad attitudes. They always show up. None of them have cell phones. Like, it's a whole different thing over there. So it's been easy to coach there.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice to have instead of, like, just parents, I feel like, have a large influence on coaching at any school. So it's nice when you have, like, an actual community that kind of supports what you're doing.
Yes.
Versus, like, my kid needs to play the whole game.
Exactly.
Or why is Timmy not getting the whole playing time or whatever? So that, I mean, obviously that was a very big part.
Yeah, man. I mean, because especially at a school like that, all the parents, like, all the dads work and all the moms are pretty much teachers there.
Yeah.
And, like, even coaching-wise, like, the varsity coach is the principal, and he is also a parent.
Mm-hmm.
One of the varsity girls coach is a parent. And then the girls coach before me was like a teacher there, and it's just like everybody's always involved with the school. So I'm really like the only person there that doesn't work at the school. Mm-hmm. I don't teach. I don't have a kid that goes there. Yeah. And I mean, at the time, I was like one of the youngest guys there.
Yeah.
But man, it's been great. It's been a blessing.
I mean, that's good for the kids too, though, to have like an outside. Yeah. Like instead of just bouncing around from like Susie's mom to like whoever.
I'm definitely a different face they see.
Yeah. It's something nice for them to have like another perspective in their life as they're especially growing and developing at that time of 7th grade. And
so we take 5th graders. So like I'll have some kids that I took like when I first started that were in the 5th grade. They'll be in 8th grade next year. I'll have them for 4 years. Like I got them at 10 years old, and I'll have them until they're 14.
Get a strong fundamental package.
Seriously, and it's wild. My thing with coaching is just like I was an okay player, but I could have worked a lot harder. I did a lot of different things, and I learned that as I got out of college. And I was like, let me just make sure the kids like in that generation don't make the same mistakes I do. Yeah. So that's where my heart's at.
Were you like a vocal player? Like you were talking to everyone on the court, or were you just like? Because I feel like that'd be a big part of going into coaching is that you like were talkative. I know everyone kind of plays a role on the team, but having someone where you're talking and understand like the communication aspect of it. Yeah. I would feel like that's a big part of it.
Yeah, it's a huge part. I think also because I wasn't a great player, but well, to answer your question, I think I was a vocal player. I feel like my teammates would say that as well. Yeah. Middle school, I was the captain. My senior year, I was a captain. I was always just like, hey, we need to do this. We need to do it this way. Like, let's do that. Even when like Andrew Brown and I played together, I felt like me and him kind of like headed up the team. I've always just like understood the playbook, understood where guys need to be, like how to read an offense, how to read a defense. Yeah. But like even with all that, I never really thought I would coach. Yeah. I don't know why. It just never came across my mind. But yeah, I would say I was a vocal player.
I feel like coaching is a hard. The only coaching experience I have is like an assistant coach for an AAU like team, and I just no matter how good could like. IQ wise, understood it, talked, but it's just like it wouldn't all come together. I was like, this is out of my realm of like understanding. And I also just always felt like subbing in and out players. I was like, dude, I don't I don't know.
That could be hard for a lot of coaches.
It's tough because it's like I want to, you want everyone to see the floor.
Yeah.
Same time you want to win games. It's like there's so much other factors that I just never thought about when I was playing that I was like, I'm all right.
Yeah, for me, I always come from a side of just like I'm an optimist. I always like love the underdog. I always see potential in guys, and so I try to get a lot of people in the games. But I also, famous saying like play 8, trust 7. Like when it matters, I play 8 and I trust my 7 guys. And I'm just, my coach in middle school who really taught me how to play basketball, Willis Holiday. I mean, he taught me a lot of stuff about basketball and just how to like correct subbing, how to play the game, who you need to have in the game, what kind of style player you want, and I think that's helped me a lot now because when I coach, like I have a really good 6th grader that comes off our bench. He's going to be a really good player, but like most coaches aren't playing 6th graders.
Yeah.
But he comes in, makes a huge impact, and like I think because I've gotten him playing time, like he's grown into a really good player. Like next year when he's in 7th grade, he's going to be unreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean subbing and stuff like that, like I don't know. I just do it by feel.
You gotta go.
I know if one kid shouldn't be out on the floor, he shouldn't be out on the floor, and I tell them. I let them know. Like I'm super honest with my guys. That's the main thing with me. I'm just brutally honest. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut sometimes, but I feel like I wish more people told me, "Hey, you're not good enough to play. Hey, you're not good enough to do this." Yeah. And then I would work harder to get better at it.
I feel like otherwise it leaves your brain kind of wondering of like, why am I not like what is it that's going wrong to like not get me in the game? Well, you just kind of spiral, like it's just negative thoughts, or maybe it's like, all right, screw the coach. It kind of depends on the person.
I never want to leave it up to question. Like like with both my boys and my girls, like I let them know, like you're just not ready, and this is why. Like you can't rebound, you can't dribble, you're a guard, like you're just not there yet. And I feel like I saw a lot of kids, especially this year, like take up the challenge. Like, all right, I'm going to get better at dribbling. I'm going to get better at shooting, or I'm going to get better at defense because I know if I can play good defense, coach will at least get me in at the end of the game to play some defense or whatever the case might be. So
yeah, I think that's actually very helpful. I think it's also that middle school time's like pretty big development wise. Yeah, I know that's when 8th grade to like freshman year is where like I had my biggest jump personally. It was like got cut, and it's like, all right, got to explain why you're not good enough to go play. Yeah, and it was like, okay, and then I kind of took that personally and was like, this is what I'm going to go. I'm going to go kind of prove them wrong and go work in this. Yeah, and that gave me kind of the fuel to go for it. Versus like it's just like, well, all right, you're not good enough. You can go sit on the end of the bench, or you don't get on the team. Having that like blunt, listen, this is what XYZ need to work on. That's I'd say very important, especially at that age.
Oh man, it's super important because, like you said, that middle school time is when you're growing up. I mean, physically, mentally, everything. I mean, from when you're 10 years old, like 5th grade or even 4th grade, like you're just still a little kid, and then 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade. I mean, you're starting to grow up, and then a couple of years later, you're driving a car. Yeah, I mean, in high school. So it's a big difference. I mean, even like physically. I mean, I've had a kid that was just like the shortest kid on the team in the 5th grade. Now he's one of the tallest. It's just like you just change. Like you can go from a guard to a post or whatever. So
it's just rapid fire of those like span of three-ish years. Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean, I grew 7 inches from 6th grade to 7th grade. I was like, I was 5'2" going into 6th grade. Yeah, and then I ended up being like 5'9" in the 7th grade, 5'10". Yeah,
that's what's crazy. That's like Case.
Yeah, Case grew up. Yeah.
Case grew. Jacob Brown too.
Yeah, Jacob did too. He was always
he was big.
He was always bigger. I remember when he was like just a little kid, man. Like we were in high school, and man, Jacob's grown up a lot, man. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, yes. He's physically huge, but he's just always been a good kid. Yeah,
he's like, a solid guy.
Yeah, he's a solid guy. All the Browns are, but Jacob. I love Sam too. I feel like they just all are cut from like the same kind of cloth that Suzanne and Rex lay down.
No, all whole great family. It's also crazy how many different people I've gotten to interact with the different brothers
Yes.
across time.
They all have different groups.
Yeah.
And,
Mm-hmm. It's that's probably the funniest part of this is how many people I've been with or interacted with one of the brothers.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
no way.
So yeah, they know a lot of people too.
Yeah, for sure. I think let's kind of start with where'd you grow up at? What kind of childhood like going into what was the upbringing?
Yeah. So I grew up in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
I was adopted at birth.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Jersey City Hospital, and then we moved to, well, didn't really move. My parents were from Long Island, but adopted me in New Jersey, and I moved down here when I was 10 years old,
Mm-hmm.
going into fourth grade.
Yeah.
And grew up. My parents were well off, like we grew up kind of just on the country club side, and
Yeah.
grew up playing golf and tennis, and basketball was here and there, baseball was here and there, and played a little football, but
Kind of just everything as a kid, just
kind of everything, man. And I have one older brother,
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, and he's 2 years older than me. We're both adopted, so
Mm-hmm.
we're not related. But yeah, I mean, my parents are older. Like my dad's 76, and my
Yeah.
mom is should be 63. May 15th. I might be getting that wrong. Hopefully she's
hopefully in the ballpark.
Yeah. And they were just old school.
Yeah.
I didn't have a phone until 8th grade, and when I got a phone, it was a flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
I had a curfew,
Yeah.
but I feel like every year I grew up, my parents loosened the leash up and let me do more, and they weren't overbearing. Definitely not helicopter parents.
Yeah.
Like, that was one thing. They never hovered over me. They never,
Mm-hmm.
made sure I was doing all this kind of stuff. They just let me be myself.
Yeah. Kind of gave responsibility to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Reinforce where the actions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember just, right when I was at the right age to, stay home alone.
Mm-hmm.
They just let me. And, my dad would be playing
Yeah.
golf, my mom would be running errands or something, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, home alone with my brother or whatever. But, yeah, I grew up in Green Valley, so
Yeah.
Travelers Rest Side, and
Mm-hmm.
went to St. Mary's. That was a really good time. St. Mary's is probably the most fun I had in school. I mean, Travelers Rest was awesome as well, but got really close with a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
girls and guys. I mean, friendships that I'll have the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's really where I learned how to play basketball. I wasn't really big into basketball until I moved here.
Really? So it was just kind of like just having fun doing everything else.
Yeah, I'd really I wouldn't say golf was my main sport, but my dad wanted me to play golf heavy. And so I probably took golf in a way more serious than the other stuff. I just kind of did everything for fun. But I wanted to do more. I wanted to be active. I was always a taller kid, decently athletic. And so, I just remember playing on the playground, and Coach Holliday, coach at St. Mary's, he just saw me out there and was like, "You're going to play basketball." And I was like, "Who are you?" I had no idea what was going on. I'm in the fourth grade.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was like, "Yeah, you should come to one of these workouts." And so we went to this workout, and I'm thinking I had no idea. I didn't even own basketball shoes at the time. I just had running shoes and whatever. I'm in fourth grade. And I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be a little kids thing. We're going to be... No, he was in the 6th grade, I was in the 4th grade, and this is a high school girls practice.
Yeah.
The girls that were there, one was going to Auburn, one was going to Michigan State, one was going to Yale, one was going to Kennesaw State, others were going to D2 places, and I was they were doing drills, I couldn't even shoot a 3 at the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't even go between the legs, and they were doing all this stuff. And I just remember feeling embarrassed almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I gotta get better, man. Especially as a boy, you're like, how are these girls so good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kicked right now.
Yeah, man. And I remember one of them, I had to guard her,
Mm-hmm.
and Coach Holliday knew what he was doing, because he threw me into the fire. It was yeah, you're gonna guard her. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm tiny.
Yeah.
And I remember her lowering her shoulder at me, running me over, and I was like, I just got ran over by a girl.
Yeah.
But you don't think about it. I mean, she's 16, 17 years old, so much older than me. But that's what really got me into it. I started playing a lot, started going to camps and clinics and all that. and that's when I started shifting because I played baseball, I played basketball, I ran cross country, stuff like that. I played golf.
Yeah.
But that's when I kind of shifted over to basketball.
That was primary focus. It's funny how that like fire either kind of emerges or doesn't.
Yeah, man. That's where it all started.
Yeah. You need one of those moments where it's like, man, I suck.
Yeah, I just felt like I just remember the embarrassment of it.
Yeah.
Like I knew I couldn't do anything, even if I tried my hardest. And I was like, I gotta get better. I gotta do something to get better.
Yeah.
And that's what really made, like, I created a lot of friendships that way. Like going to those camps, going to those clinics. And then all the kids in the class, I was a new kid. Like nobody knew who I was. And so they were like, oh, he plays basketball.
Yeah.
Like, let's be friends with them, you know? And St. Mary's is small, so class of like 25 kids, you know, quickly started to pick up that, you know, I wasn't like this weirdo from New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how that kind of started. But yeah, then just went to Travelers Rest.
What made you actually go to Travelers? Was it like St. Mary's not go up to high school, or you just want?
Yeah, I mean, St. Mary's, like, a lot of kids go to either St. Joe's or...
Oh, so you like...
St. Joe's, Greenville High, J.O. Man, that kind of thing. I like to say I think I'm the first person ever at St. Mary's to go straight to Travelers Rest. I think that's actually true.
Don't know if that's an award.
My brother, yeah, I know. My brother went to Travelers Rest, but he went to St. Joe's first.
Okay.
Not a lot of people go to Travelers Rest.
TR.
I was going to go to Greenville. I had it all planned out.
Yeah.
That's where all my friends were going, and that's what I wanted to do, but when I met Parker in the 6th grade, we got really, really close. I mean, he lived right around the corner from me.
Yeah.
And he's the reason why I went to Travelers Rest. He convinced me, and he was like, you should come to high school with me. And I was like, yeah, I mean, this is like my best friend. Like, why not? I mean, I had really good, I mean, my friends at St. Mary's were also super close. But Parker, you know, we got really tight in middle school.
Yeah.
And I just made the jump, and I remember my first day at Travelers Rest, like, you know, I was like a preppy kid back then, and was wearing my polo, my Southern Tide, and all that, and I saw everybody else wearing just, like, T-shirts and, like, sweatpants and not dressed nice, and then I remember coming home from school, and I was like, Mom, some girl, like, has, like, blue hair at the school. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
I'd never seen any of that kind of stuff, and it was like a shell shock. But
yeah, the culture difference had to be a crazy thing to go into.
It was totally different. And that many kids, like, I mean, St. Mary's, like I said, 25 kids to a class.
Yeah.
Going to TR, I mean, I think our freshman class had like over 400 kids. So
yeah, that's what I went to League Academy, and then I went to Greer Middle College, and then I went to TR.
Okay.
And so it's kind of the same thing of going from League was a charter school, but it wasn't like major class size still. GMC was not. It was small. And then I went to TR the first day, and it was the same thing. I would walk in there, and it's like, oh, cow, like, what's going on?
It's a big
like, your head's just kind of spinning.
A big difference.
What's going on? There's so many people. It was like, the stimulant was like, whoa.
I kept on being like, what is in the trash can? And then one of my friends was like, that's dip.
Yeah.
And, like, I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, I just really got thrown into it and had no idea. But Travelers Rest was great, man. Like, that was such a fun time.
For all its negatives, it has a lot of positives.
Yeah,
like, I mean, yeah, sure. You know, you can find negatives pretty easily. But I think on the whole, I think there's a lot of good that came from growing up there.
Yes. That
would have not gotten anywhere else. Like at Greenville, I don't know what that would like, you know.
I have no idea what it would have been like.
I don't know. I mean, you don't ever know. I mean, it's always like the ifs, but I wouldn't change it. I know that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of growing up did. Finding out.
Seriously, man. I grew up a lot. I mean, I'm sure Greenville High would have been the same thing, but I think about it, I wouldn't have the same friends I have now.
Yeah, that's the biggest part. I think Greenville's also just an interesting school to me, just because of how much like split it is of like just class. Like you have wealthy kids coming, and then you have like project kids coming.
Yes,
and it's an odd dynamic. I think, even though, you know, I guess never been like a student there, but
it is a lot different. It's definitely different than TR. I feel like there's a lot more kids at TR that are like the same.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of similarities across every I think you definitely have like cliques still and like
Yes.
groups for sure. But I feel like there's more commonalities between them versus like, what do you really get at Greenville?
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
true.
God question it highly.
I probably would have been really just hyper focused on basketball then, just because like that's kind of just the path I was going down. I think TR made me like not in a bad way, but just like I was more friend oriented. Like I gained so many friends. I had friends going in, and you know, I just had a really good time. It was a lot of fun, man. We had a good class. That class of 2016 was a really good class. I feel like we all got along together, and you know, we had a lot of memories.
Yeah, that's the great part about it.
Yeah, man.
Did you play basketball off the rip there, or did you go kind of different sports across the board? What was it
so
like?
I played JV my freshman year. I like to say like I should have played varsity freshman year, but there was a couple seniors that tried out, and took my spot. But it is what it is. That's just. But no, I played JV my freshman year, and then played varsity the rest of the way.
In varsity, who are you playing with? You played with Andrew.
Yeah.
But who else was on? You had like.
So I had Jason Crumley, Caleb Vaughn, Zay Terry. Like that kind of group. That was like my junior year, but my sophomore year, I like to say, is one of the best teams at TR ever. That was Quez Fisher, Andrew Brown, Matt Dehart, Cavassier, Sullivan, Elias Nicholson. We had DeVario Brewster. We had a really good team.
That was that was the team I saw at TR first. Like the first like high school basketball game I watched was like that.
Okay,
was that team like playing? So full circle moment. Like,
really? Okay. So you probably remember me out there. Yeah.
No, I remember that like whole team. I remember it was the second round of the division. Went to see that game.
Yes. We lost to AC Flora. Yeah. I got into that game somehow, and I had like 2 turnovers or something. I was like, I don't know why I'm out here. I'm trying my best. Elias got into foul trouble, so I was. Me and Jason, we really. Like I said, play 8, trust 7. Me and Jason Crumley came off the bench as like the 7th and 8th guy. Like if Quez was in foul trouble, Jason would come in. If Elias was in foul trouble, I would come in. And then DeVario was like the 6th man. So we really had 5 seniors, and then Andrew was a junior, and then me and Jason were the sophomores who played. And man, that was. Every year was fun at TR, but that was just that was like one of my favorite basketball years because we were so close. Mills, like, he was the happiest he's ever been. Like, he knew what kind of team he had. Like, he knew we were really good, and he knew those guys were balled in. We should have won a state championship that year. I hate that we didn't. But.
That's what it is now every time. It's like, you look at TR now, and they play like, drop down. And I was like, bro, we would have killed.
Oh, man. I mean, nobody could stop Quez Fisher, dude.
No.
Like, I remember watching, TR games over the years, and I'm like, if we had that team that we had my sophomore year, like... And the greatest thing about that team is that I could just sit on the bench and just watch. Like, not that I didn't want to be out there, but it's like, we were so good. It was so much fun that, like... Yeah, I'll sit on the bench while Quez catches an alley-oop and almost rips the room down. I'll watch Andrew go drop 20.
That's
cool. But it was fun. It made me like learn how to be a good teammate because in middle school, like I was a starter for 2 for 2 years, was a captain, had to lead the team and
playing all the time.
Playing all the time. Freshman year, I played a lot. Like I started But, like, being a sophomore, like, that was my first time really sitting the bench. I mean, 6th grade year, middle school, I sat the bench, but I still played a good bit. But, I mean, sophomore year, sat the bench, but those guys on the team, like Matt Dehart, Cavassier, Quez, Andrew, all those guys were just really good leaders. They really, like, made me embrace, like, Travelers Rest that year, and, like, I want to be good at Travelers Rest. Like, this is what I want to do, and, like, man, they were great. I miss all those guys. I wish we could have like a team reunion.
That's what I don't know. I got to play one of the really good teams. I got to say. Now, I didn't really contribute. I'm going to be honest. Didn't really do much. So I'd sit there. Practice contributed, I guess, quite a bit.
You're a part of it, man.
I was part of it, dude. Practice. No one on that team could beat me shooting. That's my one claim. Maybe it didn't happen again.
You're like our Bubba Philpott.
Exactly.
Yeah, Bubba could always light it up in practice.
Hey, I'm a practice player.
Yeah,
that's what I can say. Dude, it is like it's so fun to be a part of it. I think the like really team that you get like really does become like small knit community.
Yeah, it's a brotherhood, man.
Yeah, it's like those are the boys for like
Oh man,
whenever.
if I saw one of them on the street, I'd immediately go up and grab them. I mean, it's just it lasts forever, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's and Coach Mills did a good job of like telling us it's a brotherhood and reminding us like what we have and how special it was, and yeah, he did a really good job. Him and his brother Seth, and
Seth while you were there.
Yeah, Seth was there, and he was great because he would always get on to everybody, and he was at the time. I mean, he could windmill dunk, and so like if you were messing around, he'd just go dunk on you or.
Dude, so at GMC, Seth was our head coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so that's who I played under first.
Okay.
And Seth, we were not a great team, so he would come play as the scout team, and so I had to guard him pretty much every practice. And so that's where I really like learned.
You got better that way.
Busted on.
You probably got a lot better
like,
though.
Dude, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he would throw that thing. I've never seen anyone jump like that, and
especially at that age.
No. Nope.
He had some gray hair in his beard, and like he was dunking all over everybody. It was funny. And he would be like talking junk, and
he'd talk to you.
He'd let you know it.
Dude, he could also shoot it while he was there. It's like it was pretty incredible.
Yeah, Seth was great. The one thing about him though was like, yeah, he'd get up in your face or he would say something. But what I loved about him, especially with me, like I was the younger guy on that team, he always was very like. He could be soft-spoken. He could take you by the shoulder and give you confidence. He gave all those guys a lot of confidence.
He kind of had that wrap his arm around you type. Like, I got that a lot, and that helped me out a lot with that confidence building. Because at the time, it's like, I have no idea if I'm even supposed to, like, be here.
Yeah.
And so, I thought that was his best attribute. Like, not only can he can back up whatever he's saying.
Yes, for sure.
But it's like the fact that he'll bring you in, and it's kind of like that, like, I got you, like, it's all right.
Yeah.
I think that's helpful as like a young kid, and he was very good about that. Josh would just got to rip your head off.
He'd rip your head off, and me and him, we'd have our battles, but I always, now that I'm older, I respect it a lot more than I probably should have when I was in high school. I think he'd rip into me, and then Coach Duncan or Coach Seth would be like, "Hey, it's okay, it's okay."
Yeah.
But now, especially as a coach, like I see where he was coming from, and I know he was trying to push me.
Yeah, it was always. I feel like also it's hard to find a style at like high school.
Yeah,
because you're still pulling from different backgrounds, different personalities. They're developing personality, so it's like I think it would be hard to really cater like.
Yeah, you can't cater to one person.
Like you kind of got to be blank across the board, and then having I think it's probably best to have the assistant coach. Like that's there to like
You always have your assistant. Always has to be that supportive role. I think you can't have like two head coaches. One guy's got to be the guy, and the other person just has to be the support guy. And we had really good assistant coaches. We had like. Coach Duncan and Seth were great. Coach Mills was great. It was a good duo. It really was. Or trio.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been some legendary teams out of there.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta say. Yeah, it's I'd say we probably had the two best teams to ever play there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Probably could debate on who had the better team.
Well, we had Quez Fisher.
Yeah, I think all around we're a pretty solid team.
Yeah. Who was? I guess Case was the center.
It depends which year.
Or was it Ja'Cory or?
No, not for. We had Jacob Brown was our.
Oh yeah, okay.
Jacob Brown was our center. So our five of my junior year was Jacob Brown, Case, Sam, Derek, and then Malik, I believe, or Quan.
Okay.
Might have been Quan.
Yeah, that was a good team.
I think it was Quan.
That was a really good team.
And then because either it was Malik or Quan coming off the bench. I can't remember. But they were both just athletic dudes. And then, dude, our practice it was me, Jacob Brown. We had Al. Bird was on there. I'm missing one other guy, and I feel bad because now I'm gonna look in the mirror and be like,
You remember it? Yeah, right after this, you'll remember.
Yeah, right after I get done, that's when all my thoughts that I like escaped my head come to me. Probably get a text from Sam next week and be like,
"You missed
it's yeah,
yeah, you missed this guy."
But sophomore year we had Will, Luke Satterfield, Graham Burton, Joel, Sam, Derek, Case. That team was legit.
Man, what a year Graham had.
Graham had an electric year.
I came to a couple games that year, but I came to the third round, I think, when y'all lost.
Second round
Round when y'all lost. And I just remember coming up to him, because I remember Graham in high school. Like, he was skinny, like, he wasn't...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't really know he was that
good.
good.
About 30 pounds over his senior year.
I didn't know he was that good at basketball. I knew he was scrappy, and he played baseball, and which is kind of funny. Like, Parker used to always like Graham on the baseball field and said he had potential. And then I remember watching him. I'm like, man, he got really, really good. And I came up to him after that game when they lost, and I was like, dude, I couldn't be more proud of you. Like, just I know your story from afar, but Graham's always been a good guy.
He's a cool guy. He's funny.
Yeah, I wish we hung out more, but a couple years ago we would play golf and stuff like that. And when I was living downtown, and he's a great guy. What a year he had.
He had we had 4 all region. I think we almost filled out like the all region team, just from those guys.
Yeah,
but that was I mean that was just incredible bottle in a lightning in a bottle type moments. But yeah, I'll tell you those are big time players, you know. Because then you have all of them go on play D2 somewhere. And
everybody, everybody was big about basketball for sure.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising that basketball was like the biggest. Like you would think football would be like the.
You would think, but none of the athletes. Sorry, all football players, but like none of the real athletes played. To be honest,
no, not until the class.
My senior year, we won 6 games, and I hate it because I should have played that year. I was just talking to one of my friends about it, but that was when we had like the most guys out there, I think. And then I think Derek had 1 year where they were pretty good.
That was our senior year, but that's because the class below us got like pretty good. They were pretty good for a little bit, and now I think they're back to not being good.
Yeah,
but
y'all had way more athletes that played, like Brooks and Bradley, Derek, all those kind of guys. Like we just had like guys that just played football, and I mean, like Zay played basketball as well, but he was a football player, and stuff like that. I mean, it was just different back then. I mean, when I went to high school, like my freshman year, we won like 1 game. Sophomore year, 2 games. Junior year, I think 1 game. And then senior year, they won 6. And it was like...
Holy cow.
Oh, my gosh, man. It was amazing.
Celebration time.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, like, coming from a private school, I'm thinking that, like, I go to a public high school, they should be good at football. And we were just awful.
Wrong.
Awful. I remember Debo Samuel putting up, like, 70 on them. And I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's the other part. How many people that you, like, happen to just, like, see play, like, their sport?
Yeah.
And it's like... Wow, now they're in the
NFL.
And it's like, well, I could have told you that,
Yeah, Debo for sure. I mean, we played Chapman one time, and we ended up beating them, but after the game, we were in the gym, and he was wearing a book bag and flip-flops.
Yeah.
And he wasn't, like, a super tall guy. I think he's, like, 6 foot.
Yeah.
And he, like, took a basketball and, like, windmill dunked it. With everything on.
Yeah.
And I was like, that guy's going somewhere.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, that's the guy that scored all the touchdowns against TR. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's going to go play somewhere. I know that for sure. Yeah. Didn't know he was going to make the NFL, but it's super hard. But those guys are just different, man. They're just different.
That's what it is. That's what
I mean, Andrew was the same way, though. He was a different breed, man. He was totally different. Like, it's nothing like I've ever been around before.
What was it like being on playing with him the first time? Because he would have been a junior. You said a junior, is that right?
Yeah. I got to know him my freshman year because going into high school, I played on the summer league team with all those guys. Okay. And I was like the youngest kid out there.
Yeah.
And I got to know him like just riding on the bus, going to those summer league games. But then when I really got to play with him sophomore year, I learned a lot from him, just his work ethic, the way he like went about the game.
Yeah.
But it was still a little different because he was, I guess, well, he was a junior, but he wasn't like in a leadership role. We had Matt Dehart, we had, Quez, we had those guys that were like leaders.
Yeah.
But Andrew kind of just led by example. But senior year and my junior year was the best, man. I mean, I was like he was definitely Batman, and I was like Robin, or even less than Robin. I don't know. But I was, I like to say I was Robin, and he just 30-point games, 20-something point games, but it just, to me, playing with him, it didn't feel like he was doing all that. It just felt like he was dominating the game at every other level, like steals, blocks, moving the ball. Like, the ball would go in every time he shot it, but it was a lot of fun. But Andrew was like, he didn't criticize anybody. He never got on to guys. He never really got mad. He never had a problem with coach. Like, he just went about his business.
Yeah.
And did everything in a professional way. And that's why he's so successful now. I mean, that's just who he's always been.
Carries over.
Yeah, man. I mean, but he was fun to play with. It was I probably got a lot of assists that year, just giving him the ball. For sure.
Oh, Andrew again.
Yeah. Seriously, I would just like drive, kick, and he'd put up a 3, and I'm like, all right, put that in the stat sheet.
Yeah, make sure you add that one.
Yeah.
Don't forget that assist on there.
Yeah, but it was so much fun, man. That was my junior year was a lot of fun because I don't think a lot of people thought we were going to be that good losing all those seniors.
Yeah.
And, we lost second round of playoffs, but we had a really good team.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the unfortunate part of being in the upstate. Somehow there's the most talent in basketball to ever come through is in the upstate. Mm-hmm. It's just like,
it's tough.
You walk into some buzzsaws.
I mean, the Peach Blossom Conference, I don't even know if it was the Peach Blossom when you played.
Don't think
but
so.
It was like the hardest conference in the upstate. I mean, that was like Greenville High, us, Greer, Blue Ridge East Side. Like everybody, Southside was in that, and like all the top players played in there, and it was tough, man. I mean, Eastside was really good back then. They had a guy that was like the same size as Quez, and they would just when they would go at it, dude, it was like two Goliaths going at each other. Like Quez usually always won. I'll give him the credit, and I mean they always had a guy like that was not like Andrew, but just like a defensive player, and they had the athletes. Southside had athletes. Like, it was just different.
That's that's an interesting part. That was the biggest thing that I ever saw was Bryce McGowan's playing.
Yeah.
And watching him put on a clinic on Sam.
I watched that game.
That was the most amazing basketball performance I've ever, been in person to witness.
Yeah.
You see it on the TV or whatever, highlights. But, just watching him do that, it was you could almost feel how, hopeless it is to be out there.
Yes. I would have loved to, when I remember watching that game at Renton, I would have loved for our team to play against them only because of Andrew. Because there was something about Andrew, man, when it was this team's supposed to be really good, and this team has this guy, he just
turned it on.
And that's what I hate about my junior year, we lost in the playoffs in the second round. If we would have won that game, we would have played Dreer, and they had Tevin Mack. I don't know if you remember who Tevin Mack was. He played at Clemson, and he was him and Andrew split player of the year, state player of the year.
Yeah.
But everybody would Tevin was 6'6", black, athletic, big hands. He had the highlight reels, but Andrew was he was better, I think.
Yeah.
And, it would have been a really fun matchup just to see them go at it. But even Andrew versus Bryce, Bryce is really good, but I don't know, man. He could turn it up. Andrew Brown could turn it up whenever he wanted to.
He is one person that he has a switch.
Yes.
For sure.
And it's really not just people think, the points, but it's his defense. He could lock somebody up, get the steals, go down and, slam one. Mm-hmm. It made playing with him a lot easier.
Yeah, he's an easy guy to play with.
Seriously.
I got to play with him in the summer league with their team this year.
Yeah.
And it was wow, this is just...
He still got it, man.
I'm I'll go stand in the corner and I'll just wait.
We've played against each other in church ball, and he's still got it.
He still got it. He's incredibly strong now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much he had of that in high school. Imagine some degree, but now he's just a big body.
got that dad weight on him now.
He does.
Yeah.
But
I know all about it.
He still moves. It's like, bro, ain't no way. It's you'll see him like just go up and he'll crash down. He just pops back up. It's like, all right, bro.
He'll always have it.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
Golly. Yeah, but it's funny how just some of those guys are like, wow, they got something I don't. That's what it is.
Yeah.
In your senior year, I was like, you went and played. Were you going through a recruiting process, or what was that kind of like?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to get to like the next level. Remember North Greenville and Bob Jones and some other schools were looking at me. Unfortunately, though, my senior year, man, was like, we had those 2 good years. Sophomore, well, really, like, my freshman year of varsity was good. Sophomore year was really good. Junior year was really good. And then my senior year, we just weren't that good. I think we won, like, 11 or 12 games, and I had an up-and-down year. I really, like, didn't have, like, a senior year that I'm proud of, yeah. But it was just I had to learn a lot, like, with school, with life, with all that kind of stuff, and I just remember Coach Mills being like, hey, like, I know the coach at Southern Wesleyan, like, you could go play there. Yeah. And I, pretty much just, like, talked to the coach, and he was like, we'll take you, and that's kind of how it worked. I really didn't know what I was going to do. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, it wasn't, like, a fight, but I, like, got a couple technicals at a game at Chapman. It was kind of like a fight, but not really. And like got suspended for a couple games. I'm sure that got out there.
That didn't help.
I don't know if that. I mean, I'm sure at that point, like my stats weren't that great, but yeah, I knew I wanted to play though. Like, because I've always loved basketball. But when I went to college and played, it was just a totally different level. I really probably wasn't ready for it. Yeah, I really wanted to have fun with my friends, and basketball was like on the side. Yeah. So I worked as hard as I could, but I just kind of sat the bench, and we weren't that great in college. So
yeah, it's probably a hard mix of like you want to just go hang out, and it's also like you're by yourself. Yes, it's like there's a lot going on as a first year kind of college athlete. Yeah, to where it's like, all right, you might be in a new spot, you don't know really anyone, you're now like a grown up, quote unquote,
pretty much.
Trying to figure it out by yourself. I'd say school definitely gets harder, and then you also have to do, part-time, full-time job in athletics. Yeah.
And like going to practice and doing the workouts wasn't a big deal to me. I think the part that I never really got into was all the outside work you needed to do, like being in the gym, getting all the shots up, working on my dribbling, working on like different stuff. I never, like, my middle school coach Willis was really big about like getting me in the gym all the time. But as I went to Travelers Rest, it kind of faded away. Like, I played a lot of pickup. I went to some clinics and did some things, but I never like worked on my game the way I should have.
Just like playing.
Yes. Yeah. And I did some stuff, but like, especially senior year, like I know I wasn't doing as much as I should have. And so going into college, I like would do everything I was supposed to do, but I wasn't like getting shots late at night. I would run, like, because I always loved running, and I would, lift weights with the guys, but I never was like, all right, I'm going to get 1,000 shots in, or I'm going to get 500 shots in. And so, when you're having a good time in college, and then you're not doing the extra work, like, that's what's going to happen.
You're just not going to.
Yeah. So I was good enough to, like, be on the team, but not good enough to, like, make an impact.
Yeah. I feel like it makes it harder once you're kind of in that hole to try to be like, now I really have to gain some momentum to try to get, like, back up to zero. Yeah. And it's like, oh.
It was a different step. Because, I mean, I was athletic. Like, I could dunk. I could jump high, run the floor. But, like, when you go to that step, even at, D2, and we're really not that good, like, those guys are, I was playing against 22-year-olds. Like, it was just different.
Yeah. That's the thing.
And I was never this big, muscular guy, so I was getting pushed around and had to play a different position, and it was different. That's why I actually learned to shoot, because I didn't shoot the ball a lot in high school, but I was like, now I have to, like, shoot, because I can't go inside as much anymore.
That's a big part.
Yeah.
That's D2 is a kind of disrespected.
Yeah.
I think if you're playing, like, any college, I think basketball in particular, because you're such a small team.
Yes.
You got, 12 guys. Like, it's you're taking really the best of the best. Like, so you have phenomenal people that go play D2.
Yeah.
Just because of some reason or the other.
Oh, yeah, man.
And it's like, because Case played at NGU, and they had guys on there that could ball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how does that guy not go play at, like, low, like, mid-major, like, something?
Yeah.
And it's, you gotta give yourself some credit on that. Of like, dude.
I mean, yeah.
Pretty freaking good, you know?
It was tough. I mean, like I said, and that's what, with my whole coaching background, or where my heart's at with coaching, is like, I could have done way more. And I know everybody says that, but I do feel like I sold myself short in a lot of areas. And so I'm not trying to, like, you know, redeem anything from my past, but I just want the kids, like, that I coach to know that, like, hey, man, you're only going to be 12 one time. Mm-hmm. And it flies by. It goes by so fast, man. Like, I remember, like, it was yesterday being in 8th grade. I remember yesterday, like, being 16 or being on that you know, talked about that sophomore year team.
Yeah.
And, you know, talking about my background, like, my parents were never the ones to be like, you need to go lift weights. You need to go do this. You need to get shots up. You need to, like, we're going to put you at this clinic, get this trainer. They never did that. Yeah. I kind of just grew up comfortable. Yeah. And, you know, the group I'm coaching now, like, at the school, they grew up the same way I did. So I'm just trying to be that voice that's like, hey, you got to put in the extra work. Yeah. Because if you want to go to college or you just want to score 10 points in a game, you got to do this, this, and this to get there. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of just where I'm at.
Yeah, I think that's and the important part is that they have to want to do it for themselves. Yeah. I don't think it's very motivational for a parent or external. Definitely should say something, but it's not like, I'm not saying don't be like, no, I don't care what you do, but like, don't be like, go to the gym right now. Like, you have to do it.
You have to want it.
Yeah, I think it's the individual. I think a lot of that's just like, does that kid, how bad do they have that moment where they're like, man, I want to be better at this so I don't ever have that moment again. Yes. Or I don't, whatever it is for however it fits. But that moment where it's a turning point, that's really the most important part to find. I don't know. I mean, I bet some kids find it, some kids don't.
Some kids find it, some kids don't. But I think all of us, even like, you know, even yourself, dude, like I bet you look back and you're like, I could have did this, and I could have been even better. Like, and I'm like I said, like I'm an optimist. I always see the potential in kids. It's like, if they want it, I'll get them there, even if they can't even dribble. Like I had girls this year, man, that couldn't even like hit on a layup. Like they didn't know what a layup was. And they would shoot it
starting point
and would just like airball it. And like my daughter's 6 and like she can, not to brag on her, but she can like make a shot like on 10 feet. These girls weren't even doing that at this point. Yeah. And by the end of the year, like because they wanted to do it and I coached them up, like not even credit to me, just credit to them like sticking to the plan.
Not giving up.
They just never gave up. And we really like, we'll have a really good team next year because they've just worked so hard at getting better. Like girls that could make a layup now are just going down right-handed layup, left-handed layup, making jump shots. It's like, it's crazy.
It's crazy how far you can. I think that'd be cool to see how far they come in like the couple of years they're kind of with you of like 1 2 years, and it's like, wow, we started with airball and layups. Yeah. Look at it now.
I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah, boys and girls. Like that's why I love seeing like the growth.
Yeah.
And just watch them. Like I just try to get something out of them they didn't know they can do. Yeah. Even though they might want to do it, but like they don't know how, or like they don't think they can get to this level. Like I had one girl, like she was like, Coach, like I just can't do this. Like I can't cross over. I can't go between my legs. Like I'm not going to play basketball next year. And I was like, you're going to play basketball next year. You're going to be fine. You just got to keep working at it. You got to stay with it. You've never played. So, of course, it's going to be this way. Yeah. And, you know, at the end of the year, she's like one of the girls. It's like, I can't wait for next year. Like, this is the best year ever. I've gotten so much better. I'm like, yeah, you stuck with it. Yeah. That's what it takes. So
it's like a story of life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that's the learning aspect you get from sports is unbeatable. Yeah. The stick with it, and you can turn around after 6 months, and it's like, wow, I can't believe I'm standing here now. I think that's a great lesson for everyone. You're going to put daughter in sports? I would imagine.
Yeah, she's already playing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I just feel like everyone should do it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Even if she didn't play basketball, she'd be playing something.
Something.
I just believe in sports.
Yeah.
She would have to do something.
I just think something where you're combining so much of like mental and physical, like
and thinking. Social in a way.
And, oh, absolutely social. I mean, as you start moving up and older, if you're not talking on the floor, you're kind of a liability back there because all of a sudden you have a screen coming on your backside and your guard just got slammed into it because you didn't say anything.
Yep.
It's like, or you're not telling them you have someone come behind them. Like, so you got to be able to communicate, and also you kind of learn each other's tendencies. There's that like subliminal kind of psychology, so whatever you want to call it, of where I have to understand kind of mentally what my teammate's going to do on my left. Like, is he going to like cut down, or is he going to kind of fan out to like a corner? You know, so all of a sudden I just throw the pass into the wall. I'm going to look like an idiot.
Yeah, you got to know your teammates. That's the one thing, like, you just have to know, like, and I tell my players, it's like, you got to know your personnel. Like, are you going to throw a lob, or are you going to throw like or from a half court pass to the shortest kids on the team? Like, what is he going to do with the ball?
Yeah.
Are you going to throw, like, you know, if we have our big guy who can't shoot out on the three, and like you have somebody that, you know, can't guard you, are you just going to give it up to him instead of just getting by your guy?
Yeah.
Or like you got to know like what spots to give the ball to guys, or where to be out on the court, or set a screen for this person. Yeah, it's all about just knowing your personnel. But that's with everything. Like whether it's you're on the golf team, baseball team, volleyball, soccer, you got to know your teammates. So
I just feel like basketball highlights it more because you have 5 guys.
You got to work together,
and you have to work. You can't not work together.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it really shines because everyone has to be able to touch the ball, dribble the ball, and defend.
Yeah.
Like some degree, and so you can't just like kind of hide. Whereas like football, yeah, you need like a team to work together, but you're all playing like a spot.
Yes.
Versus like
you're all playing that specific position.
Yeah, you're all lineman or receiver, defense, whatever. Versus like you have to be able to do somewhat of everything, and I have to know what you're bad and good at the same time.
You got to be, and if you're a point guard, you got to know everything the center has to do.
Yeah.
Like you got to know, like it doesn't matter what position you play, you got to know everything.
If I'm making a play call and I don't know what my shooting guard or small forward's doing, then it's like, if I only know my role, then how am I supposed to analyze what else is going on? How am I going to know where I need to throw this ball?
That's right.
It's just like
so true, man.
If you only think about like, all right, I have to throw it to the corner, and then I just run and screen away. Yeah, plays done in my head.
Yeah, I mean, like in football, you just throw it to a good receiver, he takes it for a touchdown. I mean, if you're the other receiver, like that's all. Like you just watch, like he just got the ball and he's gone. So
that's where it's like kind of like you have to be able to think.
Yes,
constantly. You're constantly making split-second decisions, right and wrong.
Yeah,
but you're constantly having to think on your feet. You're just implementing so much mentally that's kind of unseen. And when it works perfectly, it's beautiful. It's amazing. When you have a play
it's fun.
I bet it's great when you see them run it and everything goes smoothly and they run it and execute it. It's like, wow.
That's the best part, man. Running good plays and just watching them like execute. That's like the best feeling as a coach.
Yeah, I could imagine that part.
Yeah.
That part would be nice. The downside is frustrating where it's like, what
are we doing?
Yeah. But it's growing pains. It's learning.
Yeah, man. I think especially too, like, I remember being at that stage, like making mistakes, and I try to like, it depends on the player. Like, if I have a certain guy who's new or young, like he makes mistakes, like I tell my 5th graders and 6th graders, like, dude, you're in 5th or 6th grade, you got nothing to lose. I'm not gonna be mad at you.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fine. But if it's like my best player in the 8th grade, I'm like, I'm gonna get on to him.
Yeah,
like I hold him to a certain standard. I hold all of them to the same kind of standard, but when you're older, it's like this is when you start fine tuning everything.
Well, your responsibility is kind of growing.
Oh yeah,
kind of responsibility for the team is now. All right, you've been here for 2-3 years or whatever, and it's like, all right, you should know it's kind of on you now to make the right plays, but yeah, it's just cool. Whatever, every kid needs something. I just think basketball's the best way of doing it, but that's just my personal opinion.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I just don't want to. I don't want to force my daughter into it as much.
Yeah, certainly.
But it's, she's been in the gym since she's been alive, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been coaching for 5 years. She's 6. Like, she's always been in the gym with me.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's kind of just picking up the tendency of, while I'm here, I should probably, let me play basketball.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, let me just show you how to do this a little better.
That's how it is.
And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
But I don't want to force her because, like, I don't want her to get burned out by the time she's 12,
No. I think it's also what we kind of already talked about. They have to want it themselves. You want to go do ballet or whatever.
Yes.
Go do it for sure. But it's like, would I like to, be in a gym? Yeah.
Yeah. And it kind of helps. I'm always in the gym, so she's always with me, and it's like, you can get some shots up, or you could run it down and back, or you can dribble on the side. Like, it's fine.
It's cool. Yeah, just, work on it a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm big about, like, me and her mom are big about, like, she's never on, like, my cell phone. She doesn't have an iPad. Like, she's not, like, we don't do screens. And so if she's at practice, like, she's either drawing or just, she's got to do something. Like, she's got to whistle and helping me out. Like, she's doing something. So I think that's what's made her, like, kind of get into it even more. Is like, hey, I if I'm going to be here, I got to do something. So
might as well just not sit and stare at the wall.
Exactly. So that's always been fun, and coaching the girls helped that out a lot. I mean, the boys are fun, but like her being around a bunch of girls like made it a lot easier this year.
Yeah, I bet it's also good for her to have like kind of some people to look like. Kind of
she's got
mentored
14 older brothers and 14 older sisters. So it's been great.
Yeah. When do you think? What have y'all talked about screens and like social media and all of that?
Yeah, like me and my daughter, or
you and
her mom.
Brother,
yeah, we talk about it. Like, I don't want her to have a phone until she's pretty much like in 8th grade, going into freshman year. And social media, the same thing. Like, she probably wouldn't have social media until she gets to high school. I mean, by that time, who knows what the world's going to be like.
Yeah.
But, me and her mom are together. And, but thankfully, I feel like parenting-wise, like, we stay on the same page with that kind of stuff. We've always been the same way, I think. And, from the get-go, we were just like, I don't want her, she watches TV here and there, but, like, she's not one of those kids that's, like, on YouTube all day or on an iPad at dinner. Like, never, I mean, there's never an iPad in sight.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like, that's how I grew up. Like, I had a Game Boy, I had a DS, I had stuff like that, but it was different. Like, I was always playing outside, I did different things, and I just want her to grow up that same way because, there's just, like, social skills also you pick up from, like, not being on screens all the time.
Yeah.
And, I'll brag on Tillman, like, she does a really good job of, like, being at practice, being in social settings, being around my friends, or, even at the dinner table and stuff like that, of just being able to interact instead of, I'm bored, I want to leave, or I want to do this, like that kind of thing. So.
No, that's what I'm always curious about it since kind of closer in age. Philip, he had like a rotary phone, so it was like, I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, all my friends had smartphones in high school. I had a flip phone. I was like notorious for that, and I had like an iPod Touch that I used for like Snapchat and like iMessage messages, and like I had to do that thing.
You got Snapchat probably like social media probably became big when you were like a senior. I would probably guess like about time frame. Junior.
I'm not that old. Or not that. Snapchat came out my freshman year.
Your freshman year.
Instagram came out, I think, the same year. And then, like, Facebook was around. Like, Facebook, like, I got a Facebook end of 7th grade year.
Yeah.
But that was, like, just on the computer. Like, I did it on my parents' computer. I don't think my parents even knew I had a Facebook until I was, like, in 8th grade, maybe, or something. But, but social media wasn't what it is now. Like,
no, it was like kind of, I think of it as a Wild West, personally.
There wasn't even any videos on Instagram. Like,
that's...
Stuff was so much different, man.
Well, Snapchat was also... I think Snapchat was the worst thing to ever get made.
Probably.
Personally. I don't think anything ever positive has come out of it.
In the beginning, everybody just used it like it was a quick way to send pictures to your friends of like what you were doing.
Yeah.
And then obviously it took a turn.
Obviously, there's negative things, so we don't really need to
Yeah.
use your brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just like we got that in 6th grade,
Okay.
and so it's like I pretty much got it. Like
You kind of grew up with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like this is not. That's the only one that I'm like I really don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram's like whatever.
Yeah.
It has its negatives, obviously, of like it's just people kind of flexing.
Yes.
And it's like, all right, this isn't great for like a kid to see because
It's not good for a kid to see. It doesn't bother me as much because I'm not like, I've never been that person that's like, oh man, like I wish I was doing all that.
Yeah. But I think about it now, I was like 23, I don't really care. But
at a young age, yeah.
At like 14, I was like, dang, I suck. Like,
yes, I could totally see that, man.
Like, it's very.
Especially with girls, man.
Oh, that's like the major challenge of like how
girls see that image and it's like I got to do this, and this, or else nobody like
ever's gonna. It's just negative.
It's so that's why I want my daughter to be like so far away from that.
I think that's where it was also hard of like I had older parents and it was like, you know, they're not naive by any means, but it's also like you don't understand what's like what it is.
Yeah. And
it's like we got it, and I don't know if I'm kind of the same thing of like high school freshman year, whenever kind of get there. It's like I guess that would be the time, but I really don't. It can't be never.
It can't be
obviously.
Never. Yeah.
As much as I would like it to be just like, hey, I probably would have used it. Like,
yes.
I understand. Not.
And the thing, you know, with everything, it's like it started out as just something innocent. Like post pictures, like cool way for people to like your pictures. And then it always just turns into something else. You know? So, I mean, who knows what it'll be when she's in 10 years from now, when she's 16.
Well, that's the other thing is you just never know where technology could advance to.
Seriously, man. AI and all that, man. It's wild.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, like, how rapidly things have changed over past, 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Let alone when you think about, like, when the iPhone came out. So I remember just going from playing on, like, my dad's, like, I think it was a BlackBerry.
Yeah, BlackBerry.
One of the, like, I played, like, what was it? It was like the spaceship game where you just, like, shoot everything.
Like Galactica?
Yeah, Galactica on there, pretty much. I'll play that, and then they got an iPhone, and I could, like, play anything. And I was like, whoa.
Yes.
This just blew my brain.
Like, what? I remember, like, my friends and, like, that had smartphones, like, had games on their phone, and I would be like, let me play a game on your phone.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even remember what we used to play, but, yeah.
But I think a large part of, like, kind of our childhood was that, like, you had, like, Xbox or Game Boy.
Yes.
But it was, like, attached to, it couldn't move.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, I can only gonna sit here and
we had, like, Game Boys, like, but, like, it wasn't Game Boy and, like, DS. I don't even know if you guys had.
Oh, we had DS.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't as addicting as, like, having a phone in front of you.
No, it was not nearly the same.
Like, it was for the car rides, but, like, I wasn't out in public, like, like, Game Boy in my face. Like, it wasn't like that.
No, we had limits on where we could take, like, our DS.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, we can't really take it to, like, grandma's or, like, like, if you're on, like, a road trip or something, then, like, yeah. But it's like...
Yeah, road trip, like, airplane.
You're not going to have it, like, at the dinner table, like, playing it.
No, yeah, never. Yeah, never.
And I think it's also, like, it was like you go and play, like, Xbox at someone's house, but it's like, all right, we're going to go play, like, Manhunt or something.
Yes.
It's like,
Xbox was, like, with friends was for, rainy days.
Yeah, pretty much. When you couldn't go outside, it was, like, a great thing to do.
Now as an adult, like people who are just gaming online now,
Yeah. I can't say anything. Play like, me and Sam will play 2K.
Yeah, like play college football or something like that.
But then again, I'm not going to go play Manhunt with Sam, so like...
yeah, exactly. We're just different now, man. Yeah. It's a way to connect. Everybody's so busy. But.
Yeah. I think, that's kind of positive to it.
Yeah.
Hop on Xbox Live and get a little headset on.
That's right.
Talk to the boys.
Talk to the boys. Chat it up.
Yeah. Oh, what was your kind of thought when you kind of found out you're going to have a daughter? Was that like...
Oh, man, it was like the craziest time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to say, like, this was my second girlfriend ever. Yeah. And, we were dating for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, she told me I turned in my last exam, or like my last huge paper, at the end of my first semester of junior year.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember it was like December 5th or something, and she told me she was pregnant, and I was like, oh my goodness, like I thought my whole world was ending, to be honest. Because like I'm just that type of kid. Like I was a lifeguard in high school, but like I never really had a real job. I didn't really have to work for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like my parents just kind of took care of everything. I never had any responsibilities. I'm the younger brother, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I'm about to have a kid.
Yeah.
And, you know, her mom was great, but like we weren't together for that long. And like I wasn't in college thinking like I'm going to get married and like I'm going to do this. Like that just wasn't where I was at.
Yeah.
And it flew by really fast, man. I mean, I found out she was pregnant December 5th. You know, stuff happened and we ended up getting married very quickly, March 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And then March 29th, Parker Neff passed away. And that was like my best friend. And that really just all hit me at once.
Yeah, that's pretty low. That's hard time, I should say. Or
that year of my life, like that was like the hardest. And then even after, it was like the hardest time I've ever been through. Like middle of junior year, really until like a year after I graduated college. Like I was going through it. Like I had a good time in college. Like I partied. I did everything everybody else did.
College experience.
Yeah. And so I wasn't really like ready to do all that, but I will credit, like my parents always told me to like step up and be the man you're supposed to be. And, you know, I tried my best, but I wasn't like this great guy. And, me and her mom went through ups and downs. And I just knew though, because I'm adopted and I've never had anybody ever look like me.
Yeah.
I've never had any blood.
Yeah.
I knew that I was going to step up, and I knew that like I'm not going to be this deadbeat dad. I'm not going to be this guy that's not around.
Yeah.
And so I embraced it. I was like, I was wanting a boy, but then when I found I was having a girl, I was like, well, it'll be fine. And when Tillman was born, I didn't play basketball my senior year. Mm-hmm. At the time, man, I was working 2 jobs and going to school. I would wake up. I worked for this ice company.
Yeah.
Like you know how there's coolers outside? Yeah. I worked for an ice company, and I would throw bags to the truck driver. He'd catch it, put it in the box. And I did that for like 12 hours a day. And then at night, I would work at Jimmy John's, just in Clemson, and like hand out subs to, college kids. Yeah. And I just did that. And then eventually, like I was going to school in the middle of the day. Then I started working at Cricket Wireless because I got tired of doing 2 jobs. And so I would go to work and like have class in the middle of the day, like for my lunch break, or like have online classes. And at Cricket, you work like 5 days a week, and you work like, pretty much like 11 hours. And so I was just doing that. But it was a lot. I mean, 1-year-old, I'm married, I'm in college, I'm living in Clemson. It was a lot.
Everything's going on.
My best friend just died, and I was going through that. And it was tough, but God got me through it, man.
Yeah, that was a very hard hand, to say the least. I can't really imagine personally, because that's just incredibly difficult. At what point were you kind of like, let me go find like faith or like whatever outlet for per se, whatever it was. Was that just kind of eventually like, I need to find something, or was it kind of like, kind of week after here or there, you're like, I need...
Yeah,
what was kind of the mindset of going through that?
Yeah, I really didn't find anything, I would say, until I started coaching. I really went through like a tough time. I bet my friends would even say like I changed, I just changed as a person. I was so anxious. I wasn't the same guy I used to be because I was having a kid, and then at the same time, like the following year, me and her mom were going through a divorce. My best friend in the whole world, who like would be there for everything, like going through when I had a kid and going through getting married and going through a divorce, he wasn't there, and so. I just was going down just a crazy path, and I tried to believe that God would get me through it, and I tried to stick to that, and I have really good friends around me that like kind of helped me get through it. But once I started coaching years later was when I was like, man, this is what not only God wants me to do, this is what Parker wants me to do. And it's kind of ironic. A couple years later, his mom set me up with this Veritas job. And that's where I really feel like closest to God. Like I feel like that's why He has me here, is to just coach and to be myself and to help out. And it's made me a better dad. It's made me just a better person. I've worked different jobs. Like I've worked in an office. I've used to live downtown. I've been at good places, and now I just live a humble life. I work for Francis Produce. I drive a truck, and I get off early, and I'm able to pick up my daughter from school and then be able to coach in the afternoons. But yeah, man, it's just going through all that was a lot. And for that, though, it's like, I'm sure there's a lot of other people that have had crazy stuff happen to them. I would just like to say there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, because I never thought I would be able to get through it. I really didn't. If it wasn't for Tillman being, I know she's young, but like being who she is, she was like the easiest kid ever, man. My daughter didn't cry at church. Like she doesn't cry. Like she's just the most well-behaved like kid you've ever been around. And I know every parent would love to say that, or probably say that about their kid, but like she's just an angel. So for me, being young and like being a young dad, like I didn't have this like crazy baby I had to deal with. And we just have a special relationship. So me and her mom split. I started like a tradition where I would always pick her up for dinner, twice a week, or, it started out once a week 'cause she was young, and then I'd have her every weekend. And then it started being twice a week. And, in the beginning when I was, still trying to figure out my life, like I was always consistent, but man, I mean, I can't remember like a time where I've missed a day with her. I clung to being a dad, and that kind of got me through everything, and then eventually coaching, and it's helped out a lot.
It sounds like, I mean, it would help you learn a lot just from having to be around kids constantly. I know for myself that generally wasn't like a huge part of my life of being around, 10, 12-year-olds, but having them around where you're, as you're trying to figure things out, it's kind of like a practice run almost of, oh, maybe I should not do this.
Yes. And you learn things like, because I have a daughter, like it helped me just learn how to talk to people, or talk to kids. And, but, being a dad is like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, it really is. Like I partied in college. I had a good time. I didn't know what I was going to be doing. I was just doing whatever. Like, maybe I should have, did a lot of different things, differently, but being a dad has like helped me in so many ways. Just like, it's everything. Like being able to have like a little mini me and step up to the plate. And I try to lead by example. I'm not always perfect, but
who is?
every kid needs a good dad. And just because like me and her mom aren't together, and I had all this stuff happen to me, and like I'm not like it's not like I'm a millionaire or anything, but every kid needs a good dad, but every girl needs a good dad. And a good example, like good male figure. So that's just kind of my motivation every day. It's just I got to be the best dad I can be for her, and even though she's not with me every day, like I get her a lot. So, but just being that person for her, and I would never say she's my best friend, because I'm always going to be her. Like, I don't want to ever be that parent that's like, we're best friends. But she's just like like I said, my mini me, and
little you hanging out.
We have the best time together. It's awesome.
No, I mean, you always have someone to hang out with.
Yeah, man. It saved my life, man. It really did. Not that I was like this crazy person, but it just saved my life in so many different ways and put a different perspective on things. Like, especially after losing my best friend. And I mean, I've lost teammates, I've lost, multiple people in my life, but she just keeps it going, man. It makes it worth it.
Yeah. It's kind of just this new life that you have, you have influence on. For sure. It's special. I mean, I look forward to it someday, but it is like that was you want to see her thrive and grow up and be great, and it's just like, okay, so I can't be a bad example.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you got to put on. You not only have to have actions, but it's like, all right, rough day, you know, today, but
Yeah.
I have to put on my mask and just.
It's exactly right, man. Like, you have to be there for them, and you have to sit. Like, I mean, man, like, there's days where it's like, oh my gosh, like, I've been up since, because I wake up pretty early. Like, I wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then go to work, and I got to pick up Tillman from school, and like, I'm racing to practice, I'm doing this and that, or like something might have happened. But, you know, like I said, kids need their dad. That's important. It's super important. You know, it breaks my heart when I, like, you know, when I see these dads that just aren't present in their kid's life, and you just, you don't understand. Like, even if it's just like I see her 2 days out of the week. We get dinner and stuff together, and I have her every other weekend. But it's so important. Like, it's just super important for her to have me around and just to be that example. And it's helpful for me, man. Like, it's not even like a chore to me. It's almost like, all right, I get to be with my daughter. Like, it's so, even when she was a baby, like, it's like, all right, I can relax almost, which is like, some people, it's like having a kid's not relaxing all the time. But for me, it's like, this is my time. I get to have fun. There's no work. There's no emails. There's no, like, there's nothing I have to worry about. Just me and her.
Just totally present in those moments.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. That's pretty great. That's what I'm finding. This isn't the same, but we got a puppy, and it's like trying to be present with him, and it's like he can't even talk. So it's like, all right, awesome. It's just, you know, and he does annoying things, and it's like, love this guy, but dude, you are killing me right now. And it's like trying to find. I've always considered myself like patient, but it's like my temperament. It's like, dude, this is the 6th time that we've just sat outside and rolled in the grass. What are we? Just go to the bathroom. Like, what are we doing? And so that's the hard part that I'm gonna, you know, but it's like eventually gonna have to tackle.
You'll tackle, man.
Someone.
It'll all click.
Little guy running around.
It's funny. Like, I've seen all my friends now. Like, I mean, I had a kid at 21, and all my friends now are having kids or getting pregnant and stuff like that. And I'm just like, just wait, man. You got a lot coming towards you.
I bet so. It's like, bright side, you know, 42, you're pretty much...
Yeah. When she's in college, I think I mapped it out. I think when she's going into college, I'll be like 39 or 40.
Yeah.
So...
It's pretty nice.
It's not bad, man. I'll be a young dad.
I'll
be super protective, so I'll be shutting it down.
Yeah, you'll be in super in shape.
Yeah, they'll have to deal with me. Yeah, that's for sure. And I've kind of already trained her that way. I'm like, if boys are messing with you, like, you let them know your dad's going to be up here.
Throw down.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of your parenting style like coming just from what you've kind of seen, experienced, or did you try to like go out and listen to and like find stuff or?
No, I mean, I think it's a mixture of, honestly, like, I mean, a little bit of my dad and just other dads I've been around. I've been fortunate, like, all of my friends, all of their dads have been, like, really impactful in my life. Like, Parker's dad, John Neff, has been, like, a second dad to me.
Yeah.
And, I mean, my dad was a great dad, and, you know, he was hard on me and strict about certain things, and he was never the first person to, like, tell me good job. But it also made me realize, like, you know, I see where that's coming from. And I see, like, it turned me into the man I am now. Like, I appreciate, because he didn't do that, I do that with Tillman.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't telling me, I love you every single day.
Yeah.
And I do that with Tillman now to make sure she feels that. And so it works that way. But yeah, all my friends, like, their dads were always solid, and I saw the way they were, and, you know, I just kind of was like, and just my own self, like, I'm just myself with her. Kind of just do what I think is best, and I might not be perfect, but I know I'm giving it my all.
Yeah, like, kind of finding that, making a style that's your own.
Yeah.
You have to.
That's
like,
kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. That's, it just seems like a crazy obstacle.
It is,
like,
man.
trying to figure it out, this, imaginary balance to, like, how do I raise this kid to be perfect? It's just like, you know, and realistically, you can say, like, I understand they're not going to be perfect. I'm not going to make perfect action. It doesn't make me, like, not want to try to be the best. You know,
Yes, you can always chase perfection.
yeah,
You can try your best. I think for me too, I am so thankful that I have like her mom. I really am. Like, we're not best friends. We don't get along all the time, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But she really is a great mom. And the thing about her is that, like, Tillman wouldn't be the way she is now without her. And she's always done a good job. She's always shown up. She always takes care of her. She always makes her first priority. And because she does that, it makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm having to, like, teach my kid how to do, like...
I think it's just not like a constant battle.
It's not a constant battle. It's not... I mean, you know, we have our ups and downs, but it's never directed at Tillman. And it's never... Nothing ever like, oh, like, you're letting her stay up till 2 a.m. drinking Mountain Dew or something. You know, it's nothing like, oh, you know, she's, like, turned into an iPad kid. Like, it's nothing... Or if she's doing TikTok dances at 6 years old, like, it's nothing like that. Like, she's always... I feel like we've always kind of been the same way, and so because of that, it's like it feels like a great kind of pairing. Even though we're not together, we don't. It's fine. And but man, she's done a great job. She really has. Tillman's. I mean, she's got one of the best moms. That's for sure.
I mean, that's great to hear. That like both of you are at least like on the same.
Yeah, man. We were just really young. She was 19. I was 21. You know.
Yeah.
I was playing basketball. She was on the track team. It just that stuff happens, man.
Yeah.
And when you're in the middle of it, like when I was going through it, it's like, oh man, I can't stand her. Like this is like all falling apart. This is crazy. Like And we had our ups and downs like years after, but as I've gotten older, like especially approaching 30, it's like I've became more like I appreciate everything she's done, and like you know. We do a good job of co-parenting.
Well, you're both going through life first time.
Yeah, man.
You're both
I'm trying to figure out life. She is too, and like we're trying to figure out you know
someone else's life.
Somebody else's life, man. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
That's the hard part of this. We're all doing it for the first time.
Yeah, man. That's for sure.
It's finding. You know,
I wish I could have done it at a later age. I will say, I feel like now, or even. I mean, now it's because I have a kid, but, like, I'm jealous of some of my friends because they had, like, a full-time job. They're married. They have a house. They have it all set up. Man, I was just, like... I mean, I had probably $20 in my name when she told me she was pregnant. You know? I'm living off my parents giving me, like, $100 a month and using the cafeteria at SWU, you know? And that $100 is just pretty much gas money. Yeah. It was just... It was a crazy time.
Could have set it up to be a little smoother, but at the same time, it's kind of like whenever is the perfect time. You know, I don't know. So like for us now, it's kind of like when is the actual like? Do we want like this now, or like do you like having a firm goalpost of like these are the boxes we need to check? It's kind of now like. You know, granted, I'll take that challenge versus, you know, 21 being like surprised.
Yes. I think
different complaint, but
like, having a checklist and having it like planned and set up, dude, I mean, you can't have it any better. I would never say like the way I did it was ever the greatest. Dude, no. It was definitely not it was definitely not, especially in it, like, it was crazy. But at the same time, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's God's plan, man. It's just his plan. He'll figure it out. Like, I was never that type of guy that, like, I thought, or even probably my friends thought they would be in this situation. Like, I kind of stayed, like, on a good path in high school. I wasn't messing around or doing anything crazy. In college, I had a good time, but I wasn't the most likely guy to have a kid at 21.
Going at the...
like, and it happened, and, you know, what you going to do? You going to run away, or are you going to step up?
I mean... You gotta just kind of go towards it.
Yeah, are you going to be that guy that shows up once a month? Or are you going to be there all the time?
That's exactly what it is.
And even like when you have a kid, when you're married, like, are you going to be that dad that comes home and takes care of your kid? Or are you going to be gone? Are you going to be like, you're not around? Are you going to be like, you know, just not present? And that's the thing too, is like, you know, I hate that I'm not with my daughter every day. But... You know, that's what people got to realize. Like, just because you're married and have a kid, like, your wife shouldn't be doing everything. Like, you got to step up. Yeah. And I would have never, like, I only say that because I'm in my situation. Who knows? Like, if I would have gotten married, had a kid, I might have been making those same mistakes. But
Yeah.
I do see, like, it's hard to, and being a guy, it's hard to manage, like, your job and everything, the bills and all that kind of stuff. But kids need their dad, man.
Yeah. I think that's being present when you're there is the most important and probably the hardest thing to do. Just because, all right, you have work, you have whatever else you're involved in. You have, driving home that day, whatever happened.
Yeah.
It's just, maybe you're waking up and leaving before they're even up, and you're getting home and it's like, it's dark out, whatever, going to bed soon, whatever it is. It's just so many. But I think trying to find time when you're just 100% there seems important. That's kind of what, my dad did specifically. Like, he was around for sure, but it was just like, when he was there, he was present.
Mm-hmm.
And, he would go call for 24 hours. Might not see him. He might not see him until dinner time for, a little bit. And then it's like, whatever. We go do separate things. But, like, every time he was there, it did feel like he was there.
Yeah.
And I think that's, even though we weren't, 24/7 hanging out,
That's a great example you
being
had.
pals, it's just like, at least just trying to spend that, can I make it home for dinner? To, like, sit down 45 minutes.
And be there. And talk to you. Yeah.
And have that time. That, to me, seems like, if you try to set the goal of, I need to be there to do everything for them, it just can't. I mean, that's why
it won't work that way.
That's why you need to.
You need to. You need to, man.
Because if you're trying to do it 24/7, geez, man.
It's hard.
I mean,
it's hard.
It's tough.
It's super hard. I mean, it's not. I mean, think about, like, single moms. Like, it's just,
that's the hardest thing.
They're doing everything.
That's just, it's killing. I mean,
or even single dads. I mean, I don't even know how they get it done. I mean, because they're working and single moms are working too. But it's just, it can be difficult for sure.
It's definitely hard. I mean, it's a crazy burden to carry.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah,
that's really what it is. Just I'm sure they love their kids, but man, it's got to be high anxiety all the time.
All the time, man.
Just constantly, because you're just never off.
Yeah, you're never off.
There's not a vacation day you're looking forward to. Nope. There's,
and everything you do, you have to, have your kid. I mean, even my life's like, it's not every day, but I mean, how many times, like, my friends are like, hey, we got this going on. It's like, I got Tillman this weekend. I got Tillman today. I have her. I have her. I have her. I can't do this. I can't do that. I mean, I've been doing that for 6.5 years.
Yeah.
It's, sometimes like, when I was younger, like, when I was, like, 23, I was like, man, I'm missing out. Or, like, I felt like I was missing out on times, but I don't know. Once she really started talking and interacting and doing different things, like, when she was like 3.5, 4,
it wasn't just like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, right. It just was totally, it just switches, man. Like, you're just like, I don't even want it. Like, I don't even care about, like, what people have going on.
Yeah.
Like, I got everything I need right here. Well, but it's difficult when they're a baby because they can't do much. You know?
It's just kind of like, all right, well, guess we'll just stare at each other here and
I'll just chill and hold you and that was a great time too. But for guys, I feel like you want to be doing stuff.
I mean, just like talk. Let's have some sort of conversation here. But I can. I mean, it's also like personally, you're giving up. I mean, your personal life, like it's just kind of the where are you putting. It's kind of like an attribute slider. It's just where's the time going to go?
Yep.
And it's you got to be willing to kind of sacrifice I don't really have a personal life much anymore.
Yeah,
but I'm going to be here.
It's part of growing up.
And it's,
It is a part of growing up, man.
It definitely is.
Having kids, like, and I mean, with me too, it's like with coaching, it feels like they're not like my kids, but it's like I'm with kids all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And just super busy. That's the one thing too with Tillman is like, she's with me all the time in the gym. Like, she was at practice today.
Yeah.
And then, I gave her to my mom, but, like, even now, like, my time with her, like, on a Tuesday or a Thursday, even though she loves it, is, like, it's not one-on-one time.
Yeah.
She's with, her friends at the school now, and, like, she's around my boys or around my girls, but like a lot of the majority of the time, she's watching me coach.
Yeah.
Which in a way has its advantages, and then in a way, like it probably has some disadvantages. But that's why I just try to be as present as I can when I'm not doing stuff.
I feel like at least positively, it kind of, I would imagine it shows very much like a leadership role.
Yeah.
I think that would build quite a bit of like kind of at least subliminal respect of like seeing it and seeing like, oh, my dad, like they know what they're doing. Like
I think it does help. I think especially coaching the girls this year.
Yeah.
The girls all like love me. So it was like we love Coach Van Norden, and so Tillman picks up on that. She's getting smarter. She's like, oh, like everybody likes my dad, I guess. Yeah. So it's like that's kind of helped. I
mean, that's a lot better than being like, no one likes my dad.
Exactly. He's like the big, mean, scary coach, like that kind of thing. And so it does have advantages there. Mm-hmm. And, it would be cool if she ended up liking basketball. I would never coach her. Like, I'll train her and stuff. I don't want to be her coach. I'd rather her just
go. I think that's some. Yeah. I think you kind of got to go off and do it a little bit.
Yeah. It's just, it would be hard, man. Like, and if she doesn't love it, like, I know I love it.
Yeah.
And if I love it more than her, then it's not going to work.
No.
So if she had a different coach that catered to her the way she feels about it, that might be better.
But then it's also like, it's just constantly like, oh, you're only playing because like your dad's coach.
That too.
I mean, it's just like, you'd never beat the allegations.
Yeah. I mean, unless her coach was just like the worst in the world, like I just could never see myself doing it.
Yeah.
Even at this like age, like she plays for like I-9 Sports, like it's like the Y. And, like, they'll ask me to, like, not because they just ask the parents, and, like, they've asked me to coach, and I'm like, I don't even want to do that. Like, I want to just sit in the stands, I'll watch.
Yeah.
I'll just be a dad,
I feel like that's probably a good, you need kind of a boundary there of, like,
yes.
I have a lot of knowledge I can give to you, but I'm not the one to, like, go up there and really be hands-on telling you how to.
Yeah, man, like it's so funny, like these parents that just get all worked up about 6-year-old basketball, and I'm just sitting there on the sideline, I try to be quiet, and I don't really say much. I try to give her pointers here and there, like if she's like not passing the ball or something. Like the other game, she played really well, but like she probably could have passed to her teammates a little more. So she came to me to get water, and I was like, pass the ball a little bit. But other than that, it's like I just let her do her thing.
Yeah. Susie's open in the corner.
Yeah, like you have 12 points, like give it up to somebody, that kind of thing.
See the floor there.
Yeah. Seriously.
I mean, I think that's what the dads are supposed to do, though. I mean, there's something about like car ride home, and it's like, wow, why didn't you see that in the game?
Yes, that was my dad for sure. I could score 20 points, and he'd be like, man, you missed all these rebounds, and like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was always something. It was never
yes. That is so true.
Yeah, I think that's just part of passing the torch.
Yeah, man. It really is. It really is.
How much have kind of y'all or your and her parents, were they pretty involved? Like, have they been helpful?
Oh, like her grandparents?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, her parents are pretty involved, and my parents, my mom, like, she doesn't miss a beat. So, yeah, I mean, it helped us out a lot. I mean, shoot, when we got married, like they like paid for us to live in Clemson, and like we're always there to help out when we were going to school and doing all that. Even when we split up, like her mom lived with her parents, and then I lived in an apartment, and then I moved back with my parents for a while, and they're always there to step up. Yeah, it's been great.
That's
that really helps, man. Like it really helps. Like the fact that she has like 4 grandparents that could always like watch her, take her places, do stuff with her, like it's super important.
Yeah. I think also just having a foundation of like a support group.
Yes.
And seeing that, I think that's very big.
Yeah. And there's no like animosity. Like it's not like she's got bad grandparents anywhere. It's not like they're not present.
No.
It's not like they're bad people. Like, they're just both stand up. My parents are great. Her parents are great. Yeah. They do their best. And
it's great that everyone comes at it from like a joint perspective.
I think everybody realizes, like I said, we were just young.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like we were married like till we were 40 and like, you know, this crazy divorce and this and that. And now everybody hates each other.
Yeah.
Like it's just not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's ups and downs, but never between the parents, obviously.
No, but I mean, it's ups and downs as you would kind of expect. I would imagine as like going through life.
Yeah.
Let alone when you're growing up. Let alone when you're growing up with a kid.
Yeah.
Like, there's
pretty much
going to be some major peaks and valleys along the road here.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I make a joke. It's like imagine your high school girlfriend, right? You break up.
Yeah.
Imagine being stuck with her for the rest of your life.
It's funny because I'm married to my high school girlfriend, but yeah,
that's funny. Right? But that's like my thing. It's just like, well, you're still stuck with like somebody you're not with, but at the same time, like, you can make the most of it because you have a child, or you could just argue for 40 years and just beat a dead horse. Yeah,
I mean, you could just keep complaining about it until you
forever
kick the bucket,
Yeah. And there'll always be hiccups, but eventually it just smooths out, man. I've just noticed, especially like in the last couple of years, like it's just smoothed out.
Well, it's like speed bumps versus like like a mountain.
A mountain driving off a cliff.
Yeah. I mean, it's just different. It's not you're gonna disagree because we're all people. We're all uniquely doing this, and so like it'd be almost odd if you weren't having disagreements. It almost, to me, if it's like you're not disagreeing, then how much do you really like care?
How much?
Do you really like? If you're just like whatever.
It's a good point, because when I disagree, I'm like, it's only because I care,
Yeah, it's not like that, and I'm never wrong.
Yeah. For sure.
No, but it is. I mean, it should be. If you're just hands off, whatever. Too, it's like all right, well, okay, don't really think you care that much, and if you're just diving into it and you're just like the other person's wrong constantly, then you probably just have some built up resentment.
Exactly.
So I think there's a smooth middle ground there of where you just have kind of it's.
But once it hits that sweet spot, it's like, man, like everybody's happy. Like I'm cool, she's cool. Tillman's great, and Tillman's been left out of it like her whole life, which is good.
That's what matters.
That's what matters, because like that's what all that matters. Like, we have a healthy, smart kid. Like, she's doing great. She's got friends. Like, she plays sports. She's got it made, to be honest, because she's got her side of the family that does everything for her. My side of the family does everything for her. Between then with me coaching, like that whole school just loves her. Like, she's like the little highlight there.
Oh, I bet so. I bet you walk in with her and everyone's like
Tillman. The whole girls team just is like obsessed with her, which is great. So it's been really good, and they're all like great girls. Like just great boys and girls. So like they're setting an example for her. Like, she looks up to them. Yeah, that's been cool.
Part of the family. All of them are just one big unit.
Yeah, man.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
What's your future looking like? What do you want for yourself the next couple of years?
Yeah, well, I would love to coach varsity basketball. Okay. I would love to take the step up. Yeah. I love coaching my middle school boys and the girls, but I would love to get a varsity job, coach varsity basketball for, a long time, and then eventually move to college. I would love to coach college basketball. And I'm going like a really unorthodox way. I'm starting out at the lowest level. Really the lowest level. I'm not even like a big middle school, but I just believe in myself, and I'm not the smartest guy. I don't know everything. I wasn't the greatest player, but I know like my heart's in it. I know I want it. I know I want to get better at it.
I feel like not being the greatest player is most helpful. Yeah. I mean, because it's like you really have to understand a lot of IQ and kind of unseen movements, where if you're a freak athlete or just, amazing shooter, and you can just kind of, I don't want to say you don't have to try at it, because obviously some people do and they go pro and whatever, but like majority wise, it
helps me with my patience. Yeah. I know I wasn't the greatest, and so when kids are struggling, it's like, I get it, man. Like, you're going to miss shots. You're going to get blocked. Like, this is going to happen. Yeah. But yeah, like right now, like I would love to like work for a school full time and coach. Yeah. I'm just working for Francis Produce right now. Yeah. And but yeah, like I would love to coach varsity basketball, work my way up, maybe win a couple state championships, build a really good program, and then go see if a school would take a jump on me. And there's a few, like high school coaches that have moved into college, whether it's D2 or D1.
Yeah.
I think the most notable one that's in college right now is Bucky McMillan. He was he coached in Alabama, then went to Samford, and then took a jump from Samford to Texas A&M. And he's the Texas A&M coach right now, and he's a young guy. And I really kind of like studied him because I was like, he was like an assistant on like a varsity team, and then took over the head coach, and then he was a coach for like 12 or 13 years, and then became like a college coach.
Yeah.
And so if I can just do that, or if there's a different route, like if I get an assistant coaching job somewhere, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I'm looking at.
I don't know. It's probably going to turn out how you don't expect.
That's kind of how it goes.
That's
man.
how it happens.
I'm just trying to follow my heart, follow like what's in front of me, and
I think it's having that passion and that. I think prep. I think that's what kind of gets left out sometimes. Of like, oh, it's just going to happen how it's supposed to. Not. You're clearly doing stuff behind the scenes of your coaching. Every day you're helping work out people. Studying.
I'm doing AAU too now. It's a lot.
What's AAU? Who you?
Pasadena Stars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha. That's fun. Dude, that's a long-standing organization.
Yeah. I was talking to Kelly about it, and he's been trying to get me to coach for a couple years, and I didn't really want to do it like a couple years ago. I just didn't want to coach AAU. I just wanted to like relax. And then last year, I didn't want to coach, and then I got offered to coach with like this different organization, and it sounded really good. So I took that job, and it was just a really long, busy season, and there was a lot of ups and downs. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to coach AAU anymore. And then Kelly came to me this past like a couple weeks ago, honestly, and was like, you're only going to be coaching from March to May. End of May, this is what's going to be like. These are the kind of boys you're coaching. 8th grade, it'll be fine. And I was like, sure, let's do it.
Yeah,
so just another way to get my name out there, be around, and be in the gyms and get to know people.
I think certainly AAU is probably the best. I don't know, best networking tool there is in basketball.
Yeah, I think that's the way. Like I've gotten to know a lot more people, like coaches, referees, players, like everybody. So
every single person.
Yeah, you just kind of have to do it, especially the route I'm taking. Like I got to get my name out there.
Oh yeah, and let alone if you can get a solid group that can really kind of shine together.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Especially when you go play like a couple of bigger tournaments. And it's just kind of like, who might be there?
Exactly.
You never know. That's the beauty of it, I guess, is like, you have no idea who may be in that gym that day.
That's right, man.
That's
why I'm just kind of hoping, like, Veritas, like, we just bought like a school building. And so we'll be moving there next year. But it's like, I know we went 20-3. Like, it's not like we're in the paper about it. Like, we won our conference. It's not like anybody's talking about it. Like, people probably don't even know where we're at. And it's like, we play out of a gym that's like not even ours. And but eventually, like, putting in the work, doing everything I'm supposed to, hopefully, like,
keep building solid.
Something will come.
Well, eventually someone will take a look at it and be like, see what's under the hood. You know? Like,
yeah, man.
Eventually someone's going to look and be like, well, we need a new coach. Especially, you wanted to go teaching in high school, or just like
anything?
Whatever.
I mean, I've thought about going down that route and like trying to get like a teaching degree. I mean, I have a degree in psychology.
Exactly.
But even if it wasn't that, even if I just stayed at my job and like was able to coach, like I would still do that.
However can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I just want to get that job, and like even if I was doing it for free, man, at this point, because I just want to bet on myself.
Yeah. Just need that one kind of year to really catch fire.
Yes.
Get it going. What's who's taking Mill's spot?
I don't know that coach's name, and I can't remember his name at all. But he just got there, like, I guess 2 years ago. I guess this was this was his second year.
Is it really 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. If that job ever opens up, maybe they'll consider me.
That would be the dream job.
It'd be cool.
Going to be an assistant coach over there would be a good spot.
Be cool.
That would be a cool spot to be. I don't know if I have no idea how their basketball team's doing now.
I know they're not very good. I know they weren't great last year, and I don't think they were great this year.
The talent pool's dried up.
But my thing, that's what Bills was joking with me a couple years ago at one of my friend's wedding. He was just like, "Yeah, it's just not the same anymore." But I think for me, like, Man, I'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at a school where, like, it's tiny. Like, people don't even know where it's at. We practice at 4 different gyms, like, this year. And we play in a different gym. And I'll coach anywhere. I just give me the kids, give me the facilities. Let's do it. And I don't have any fancy, like, drills or anything crazy. Like, we just learn to pass, dribble, shoot, layups. Like, I'm just going to grind it out of them, and we're going to work hard. And that's all I want. Like, whether it's a TR or anywhere, Veritas, like, it don't matter. Like, I'm ready to keep doing it. I just want to keep doing it.
That's great. Well, that you're so passionate about it.
Yeah,
that's the coolest.
It's the best. And it's like I said, like in the beginning, I just never thought I would be this way towards it. And I've grown a lot in it. And it's something like, like my day job is not the greatest. You know, I drive a truck, I wake up early, I deliver produce, like I do that every day. But being able to coach, man, is not only like, I feel like it's bringing out the best part of me, but it makes me closer to God. It makes me a better man for my daughter. And at the end of the day, like, I'm impacting these kids and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, that's where I feel like I'm my greatest attribute, where I can help these kids, like, you know, bring these kids along and help them develop. And somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Why not me?
Yeah. I think that's always the greatest. Why not me?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
why, you know, like I said, I'm starting out at a super low level. But why can't I coach in college one day? I wasn't this great player. Like, I'm not going to be in the Hall of Fame anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I didn't put up crazy stats, but why not me? I don't know everything, but I believe in myself. I believe what I can do.
Believe you can figure it out.
Yeah, man. And I trust the process. And if I never go anywhere with it, I know I gave it my all.
Yeah. I think that's important now. Like, you can truly hang your hat on it.
Yeah.
Of like, I'm going to give it everything I got.
Yes.
And see where it goes. I think that's an important part as you grow up, is like, you kind of see where the areas in your life you did not, and you can kind of take from it and then kind of apply that now of like, well, I understand now what it does take, and I can actually be like, well, at this point in time, be like, well, I gave it what best I could do. That was the best I could do.
Yeah, man. I sold myself short when I was playing, so I don't want to do that when I'm coaching.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I guess a blessing in disguise, you know?
Yeah. That
it just kept kind of coals warm.
Yeah, the ball kept bouncing.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Works out in crazy ways, I guess.
Yeah, man. And I went through like a big shift in just like my philosophy. Like, I used to be like, let's win championships. Let's do this. Let's work super hard. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm coaching middle school. Like, I got to take a step back and I got to like figure out, like, I think I was like this like hard, tough coach my first 2 years being a head coach. And like, I just was like different. And this past year, I'm just like, let's just have fun. Let's make memories, and let's, you know, my main thing is like, if you just give it everything you got, that's all I ask from you. Yeah. And we ended up having our best year. You know, both teams. It was so much fun, and I had a lot more fun. Like, I smiled more. I had a way better time than the past couple of years. And they were great too, but shifting that focus, and I've read a lot of books. Like, I've read a lot of John Wooden stuff, listened to his book on audio, read it. Yeah. That's helped me a lot, because it's like, it's not about me. It's about the players. And I was focused on myself. I was focused on, like, we need to do this almost for me. Like, I want to win a championship. But when I took my focus off of that, that's when we won a championship. Yeah. So changing it from yourself to... Yeah. It's not about me. It's about the kids. I'm just here. You know, like John Wooden said, like, the team is like a car. Like, every player is a different piece of the car. All right? Whether it's a really nice car or just whatever I got outside, you know? But... I'm not the car. I'm not the engine. I'm none of that. I'm just the driver. Yeah. I'm just going to steer them in the right direction. And if I can do that, we could be successful. But I gotta hold up. I gotta be able to drive right? Yeah. But
can't be going down the wrong way.
I can't be going down the wrong way. But at the same time, if everybody does their job, you know, we should hold up. We should be fine.
A well-maintained car.
That's right.
That's what you need. That's a good analogy. It really is a good way of putting it, because the coach, they can kind of make or break your path. When you have a coach that just kind of steers it, it doesn't matter how good that car is built. If they kind of steer you down going the wrong way down 85, that's a problem.
Yes.
So it is like it underplays the job a little bit, but it is like
yes,
it is great that it's like you do have to point them in the right direction, and then you need to how can we maintain the car the best? How can we make sure everyone's in a good mindset? How can we get the skills ready? How can we have that baseline that's ready to go so that they can kind of then take it and expand?
Yeah.
How can I kind of hand off the football almost?
That's right. I try to just prepare them as much as I can, and then like I tell them when the game starts, like it's you guys. This is your team. It's not my team. It's your team.
Yeah.
I'm just here. I'm here coaching. I'm helping you out. I'm here to support you, but you guys are going to go out there and win this game.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go out here and battle it. Like, I can't do that for you. I'm too old. Like, I can't get out and play anymore. So
I don't know. I think you could go dominate some 8th graders.
Definitely.
Maybe
they know it. If they ever hear this, they know it. They know it.
I go play 8th grade basketball, but
I'm worried always about hurting them, to be honest. But it's like one of those things, man. Like, like it's just. But also, players win games and coaches lose games. So that's how I kind of see it too. So every loss, we only had a couple, but that's on me. But if we win, it's totally on the players.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I come from too. Like, I'd never, even if they make a ton of mistakes and miss every layup, like, that's on me. We should have prepared. We should have did something else.
Like, didn't get it right.
I must have did something to make sure, like, that didn't help them succeed. So, and I try to instill that in them. I think that helped them have confidence. So they know, like, if they mess up, they're not going to get grilled. They're not going to get chewed out. They're not going to, like, if they airball a shot, it's not a big deal. Like, just
you don't have that fear of coming to the bench and it's like, what are you thinking, and it's like, I think that,
I try to be that way because maybe my first couple years, like, I was a little different. I think I was off and on, but, it's a lot easier to criticize than it is encourage. So if you can encourage people, it will go a long way.
Well, the first couple of years, I imagine, is very difficult in terms of, like, kind of the style mix.
Yes. Figuring out your style.
How you parent and coach are two.
Yes.
There's some overlap there for sure.
Oh, man, you got to just look like, I was figuring out my style, to be honest. Like, I was, AAU, when I did AAU 4 years ago, 5 years ago, was different because it's just like, it's more relaxed.
Yeah.
And those kids, it was high school kids, so like they were farther along, but coaching middle school, it's like, maybe I shouldn't like yell at this guy super loud, like, because it might hurt his feelings, which is like, it sounds soft, but if your players don't like you, they're not going to listen to you.
Yeah.
And even if they respect you, if they don't like you in their heart, they're not going to get better. They're not going to do everything you want them to. So all the problems are just going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, that was my main goal with coaching the girls. It's like, they got to like me. They know me as like kind of the big scary boys coach.
Yeah.
I moved over to doing both, and it's like, I'm sure they were nervous, but it's like, let's make sure they like me. We have fun. And then that way, like, when I do make them run, when I do make them do certain drills, like, they're okay about it. Like, they're fine.
Yeah.
So that was a big part.
Well, I think it also makes it, if you're yelling all the time, it turns into white noise. I mean, it's just background noise.
Yeah.
It's, all right, whatever. He yells all the time.
Exactly.
Is what it is. Versus where if, you just rarely, or if, maybe not yelling, but get on them really, and it's just like, that really instills it more of like, I'm going to remember that time and I can think about it of like, oh, don't do that again, versus like, if you're yelling at me all the time, then I'm not really taking.
Yeah, and then they feel like you can't win. Like, nothing I do is good, so coach is not going to play me, or this is going to happen, or
I'm just going to get yelled at.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot easier to criticize than it is to encourage. So you gotta make a point to just encourage more.
Yeah. In your practice, are you teaching a lot of like help defense and like learning? Like that stuff? Yeah, so we do like shell drill, and we learn how to play help defense and where you're supposed to be at. Yeah. My biggest thing is, defensively, I try to teach them certain things, but that all comes from heart.
So we do stuff to work on defense, but the main thing, like I try to get them better at offense, especially at this stage. Like when you're in middle school, when you're a boy, you just want to like, if you're right-handed, you just want to dribble your right hand and shoot threes or throw up something. But I try to really work on their left hand. And crazy enough, I had 4 left-handers on my team. So for them, I'm like, let's work on our right hand. 4 left-handers. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like triple threat is extremely important. Getting shots up, but like somebody said to me, I don't think they were like criticizing me, but they were like, yeah, your practices, like you guys just do a lot of layups and shooting. And I'm like, yeah, because we can't make layups consistently. So we're going to do a bunch of layups. I'm going to teach you how to go between the legs, get past the cone, make a layup. And we do just really simple stuff, but we do it all the time.
Yeah.
And I really pack in a lot of things that just try to get them better.
So like the beauty and simplicity.
Yeah, there's nothing like,
we don't need to
I see this stuff on YouTube and I see all this crazy trainers and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's like, you don't need to do all of that.
Yeah.
If you can't make a left-handed layup, that's where we need to start.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to make, I would hope, at least 10 in a row at this age.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that should never miss, but it's like, if you can't make 10 layups in a row on the right and left side, then that's where we're starting at. If you can't make 4 shots in a row from the mid-range, 5 shots in a row from the mid-range, like that's where we got to start at. And so that's just kind of, I'm really simple with a lot of things that I do, but I pound it into them. Like we do it every day and we do it a lot. So
yeah, I mean that does make sense.
My biggest thing though is I don't hold back anybody.
Yeah,
I always tell them, if you're open, shoot it.
Yeah,
if you miss it, that's fine. If your game is to do a dribble move and get into the paint, throw up a floater, then do that. But I'll help you like choose when you need to do it, but I never try to hold anybody back.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of back to your core thing of like, you need to have your kind of style, but you need to figure out where can I fit this in.
Yeah.
And that's challenging to do. Because if it's worked for you and you've seen success, it's like, why would I change what I'm doing when like I can go between my legs, shoot up a crazy floater and make some of them,
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, you are missing some of them and you're leaving, a pass here or a pick and roll, whatever the offense is, where it's like you can get other people involved and trying to understand that like you taking 20 shots is not going to win us the game. It's not.
Yeah.
You might end up with, 15, 20 points, whatever you get, but like you're not going to win us the game that way.
Exactly. I think from my experience, it wasn't as much in middle school, but when I was in high school, I felt like limited in certain things, like certain things that I would want to do. And I never want to make players feel like they can't do something.
Yeah. You're bad at shooting. Don't shoot the ball.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care if you're bad at shooting, you're wide open. If you shoot it, like you'll never know if you can make it or have the confidence to make it if you don't shoot it.
Yeah.
So we got to do that stuff. I mean, I let my girls I think the past couple of years, like the girls were not even allowed to shoot threes. Like I think the way they were coached, like no threes. Like let's not do that. I know before I took over the boys team, the coach before me, love her to death. She was the athletic director. She was like no threes, and it's like we're gonna shoot threes, and if we airball all of them, I don't care. We got to get better at it.
Is what it is.
And this year I had I had one of my 5th grade girls hit 2 threes in a game, and it's just like that would have never happened if I wasn't giving them the opportunity to do it.
Oh yeah.
So that way, when they go into high school, they feel confident in their game.
And it's just like that's part of the game.
That's part of it.
That's part of it. I mean, if you can't at least just step out there and have some type of respect. I mean, something.
Yeah. I mean, we're practicing it all the time. So, why not, even if your shot's not good, why would I limit you from doing it?
Dude, go hit off the backboard. Maybe we get a rebound down there.
Exactly. If you don't shoot it, you never know if you'll make it.
You might go in, might not, but it at least sets up some. I mean, a wide open shot's better than, a turnover or a crazy shot any day of the week.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter who's shooting.
Yeah, because some people are scared, then they won't shoot, then they'll pass it around, and then we might just turn it over. Or something happens. It's like, dude, you had your opportunity.
Yeah, shoot.
I'm big about opportunity. Like, what are you going to do with your opportunity every day? It's not like don't think about next week or tomorrow or Friday or whatever day it is. Think about right now. Like, what are you going to do right now? And if you take day by day like that, that's going to get you farther along than like, all right, I need to do this by this day and this by that day. Like, you got to capitalize on your opportunity today.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's figuring out what can you do day after day to improve by that, you know. What, you improve 1% every day? Pretty dang good by the end of the year.
Exactly.
You know, it's what are just even small things, really. It's just kind of surprising. If you can just nail down small things and just keep getting better at them, and it's like, well, all right, now I can really handle it with both hands.
Exactly.
You know, I can dribble confidently looking up. You can just walk with the ball. You don't even think about it anymore. It's like you just keep building levels. Now all of a sudden, I can dribble down the lane and I can hold on to the ball and take a layup, or I can kick it out. And it's just like,
just do something
just
small.
Keep building something small every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the personal training? Is personal training just kind of very?
It's with the school. I pretty much do like it's like an open workout thing that I do, and it's Mondays middle school girls, Tuesdays high school boys, Thursdays middle school boys, and then Fridays high school girls. There's not a lot of high school girls because they play like soccer and volleyball like in the spring, and so like I have just like a couple girls in there, and then I kind of like ask some players to come in, but it's pretty much just like clinics, and we do a lot of training, a lot of shooting, a lot of dribbling. Nothing like. No, I don't really focus on like the speed and agility and that kind of stuff. We just play basketball, and we try to get better at basketball. Like my high school boys that come in, like I even tell them like we do stuff for about 45 minutes, and then the rest of the time they just scrimmage, because kids these days they don't play pickup like the same way we probably did, and so I'm like, let's get in the gym, let's compete. And I loved it because I had one of my sixth graders like going after one of the sophomores. He's a little older for a sixth grader. He should be in seventh grade, but like he's gonna be really good. Yeah. And he was like giving the high schoolers problems, and it's like that's how he's gonna get better though.
Yeah, that's like what I think about when we would play. Golly, what was the name of it? When we played on the AAU and TR, we would have Davis Satterfield. He was constantly at practice with us, so he constantly played with us. Yeah, and it was just like. And then you'd have when it was our team and we'd be practicing against the older team, it's just kind of like you're always kind of mashing with the other groups. And the
best thing to be is the worst player in the gym. Yeah. Because that means that you're going to get a lot better.
You can only go up.
Yeah. Now, it's not always fun, but I've been in gyms where it's like, man, I don't even belong in here. But that's how I got better, and that's how I learned. Even if I didn't get better, like, on the basketball court, like, mentally I learned things.
Yeah, it's that being uncomfortable is where you're going to grow. Yeah. You got to play, bigger, faster, taller, more skilled. You're going to have to get better. If you want to go there and compete again, you got to get better.
That's right.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. So.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's been a lot of fun. I can't believe I still I feel like I'm just like dreaming sometimes like with everything because it's gone by so fast, but it's been so much fun. Yeah. And I finally feel like I'm at like a point in my life where I'm just like, man, I'm loving all of this. Like it's great. I'm not like looking for this fancy job. I'm not like doing anything crazy. Like I don't go out like anymore. Like I don't do anything. Like I'm just like, I'm a dad. I go to work and I coach. Yeah. And it's just, it makes me happy.
That's what's important.
Yeah, man.
Finding what makes you happy is...
It's been good.
That's what's needed. At the end of the day, when can you lay down? Are you happy with what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm not trying to give everybody advice, but it's like if you can find something like that, if you could just find anything, whether it's not even coaching, like it could be anything. If you could just find something, like some people like love going to the gym or some people love playing golf, like whatever you can to like, make yourself happy. But even at work, like I know guys that have jobs that they hate, and it's like, well, then what are you doing, man? Yeah, don't chase a dollar sign. You got to chase something else.
Yeah, what's kind of the greater? What's the greater purpose of being? Everyone has their own individual purpose that they want to fulfill. And I think is what you're doing right now, is that helping? You know, if you have a job, maybe you're making money to where you set yourself up to do something, but is that what you're actually doing? Are your actions following what you think your purpose and what you're saying you want to do is, or is it just kind of like going through the motions of, I don't like my job, but I want to do this later, so I need to keep making money.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, and
I
I switched, like, because I'd had different jobs, and I was getting off, like, I'd get off. I mean, I worked a 9 to 5, so I'd get off. I couldn't pick up Tillman from school. Like, I couldn't be, like, practices were always, like, 5:30 to 7:30 or, like, 6 to 8, and it was late nights, and it was just different. And, you know, I was like, man, I just need to do something else. Like, I need something where I can get off earlier. And, yeah, I'm not getting paid $100,000 a year, but it's like, my life is so much better this way.
Well, that's like the difference is like, does that money actually equate to like my lifestyle being how much? Everyone's going to value that amount of joy and happiness differently.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You know, you have bankers that work 120 hours a week and make a ton of money. Would I say their life kind of sucks? Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know, so what's the like, finding your balance? I mean, that takes time growing up, obviously, and realizing like I don't need to chase someone else's meaning, but it is. I mean, it's really important to at least have some interest or hobby that you have outside of what you're doing.
Yes.
I mean, everything's circumstantial. You're not going to be able to just quit your job and leave, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's like 99% of every person ever lives.
You got to work.
You got to work.
You got to pay taxes, and you got to... Yeah.
Part of life.
Yeah.
But what, you know, where can you find something, I mean, anything, that's not what you hate doing? Where can you go? And then how could you maybe switch and go pursue that?
Yes.
I mean, that's the whole point. Why else are you playing the game, you know?
Exactly. Like, I mean, are you going to be miserable behind a desk? Or, like, even if you like your desk job, there's more to life. Like,
there's more than just being like, I don't want to see anything outside of my debt, you know?
Yes. And I remember, like, being that way at times, like, just so focused on work and, like, oh, like, I'm this hot shot, like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Like, working downtown, living downtown, like, having a fun time. But it's like, man, I was still, like, available as a dad, but I wasn't as present because I was just, like, not as focused.
Yeah, mentally thinking about other things.
Yeah. Had to come back down to earth, and, you know, it's so much better. And I'm glad I'm, like, able to do more for my kid, more for coaching, and just have that availability. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other part. Availability. What's that going to be?
Yeah.
9 to 5 is pretty hard to see, you know, be there all the time.
Yeah. But, you know, it's also, you know, people that do it, it's great. I mean, I'm sure things work differently for different people.
Yeah, I think it's finding the balance in your life is what's gonna check the most boxes.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of an individual scorecard.
That's right, man.
What?
It seriously is. Like, I feel like, I don't think anybody in my friend group does the same kind of thing. Like, everybody has, like, a different style job. I think I'm the only person that, like, coaches, or, well, I know I am. But, like, everybody does something different. And, like, that's a cool thing about life. Like, everybody has their own path.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, not that I'm that much older than you, but you'll see, like, especially when you get towards, like, 28, 29, 30, like, it all changes. Circle gets smaller.
Yeah. Like,
you know, things get different, but you see the path that everybody else goes down.
Mm-hmm. It's, it definitely gets harder as you keep, it's just more people start adding on more things. It's,
then people get kids and they're not available as much. And
yeah, I mean, that's really the kind of beauty of doing this now, of like the people I talk to now, someone I haven't talked to in, you know, years plus, like, but having some way, I think it's important to have that connection of like, you know, man, we hung out a ton, like, you know, for years, like, and then it's just like life happened.
Life happens, man.
And it wasn't never like ill will or anything. It's just like, but I don't know. I find this cool as a way to be like, hey, You want to come sit down and talk for a couple hours?
I think it's really cool.
It's
like I said,
fun.
man, it's needed. Like, especially in this area, like it's cool that you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about how many people in this area have a unique story.
Yeah.
I mean, like, all your friends you can think of, all of them have a different trajectory they went on, different path that got them to where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like having like Post Malone on here or something, but like I think it's a lot of successful stories of people, like actual people. Like it's not
like a celebrity or
no.
somebody like I mean. I listen to Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn every day, like, or every week. Like, I keep up with that. But what you're doing is like I love listening about Suzanne Brown and Graham and Philip and like Case, and it's just like that stuff's cool to me. Like, it's people I know, but like I haven't talked to them or had conversations with them in forever.
Exactly.
I mean, even with you, like I barely knew you. Mm-hmm. Like I just knew you went to TR, and you like I knew some of your friends. But
similar.
I remember following. I'm pretty sure I followed like the Mathis Show Instagram when I saw it before I even followed you on Instagram. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like and so I was like, man, this is really cool that somebody's doing this.
Well, I mean, I appreciate it,
and you do a good job, man.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Really hopeful to keep. Just want to share people's stories. Whoever wants to talk, I just think we should. I think there's a point of having, you're 28, 23. I don't say I have all the life experience in the world, but granted, I have way more than I did at 18, 20, 21. Mm-hmm. Shoot, let alone you at 21. Way more like where you've come from then. It's like
it's crazy.
I mean, you really just reflect on the past amount of time, and then all the parents that you've been around, the people that you're like, wow, that was a cool person. They had a big influence in my life. Same thing. It's like, well, I'd like have them come on, share their story, talk about man. Like
I can think of so many people that would be great to like just learn about.
Yeah, and it's like otherwise you just have all this life experience that maybe you share with your family or circle or whatever, but it doesn't really go outside of that.
Yes.
It doesn't go to a bigger audience. And I'm not saying this is going to thousands of people, but like, think about if you had 80 people right now sitting right here. That would be a large crowd.
Yeah.
That would be quite some public speaking.
We had our sports banquet last night, and I was talking in front of like 200 people. Mm-hmm. So,
and it's like, all right, this isn't, not going to target all of America, but I think it's something to share with someone, grab something from it. It's unique, and I always say, if nothing else, I enjoy it every time. So
that's good, man. I'm glad you're doing something like that you like. Sure, it seems like you love it. And you've stayed on top of it. Like I remember one of the first like podcasts you came out with. I think it was Case. It was Case.
Was the first one.
And like I remember seeing that, and I listened to that one, and I kind of like at first was like, let me see how like. Is he going to stick with it? Yeah. Is he going to like keep doing this? Mm-hmm. And then I saw like, you just kept doing it, and like, got better and better at it. And
it went from a grainy, low quality video.
Yeah. But that's the best thing about it. That's how you have to start. Yeah. Like somebody's got to do it.
Well, the first one I was just like, I asked Case, I was like, dude, you just want to do this with like, think this would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And he willingly agreed to be a trial subject. I was like, I don't know really how to record this or what to do with it, but here we go. So figured out how to make like a YouTube channel, and then started posting it on there. And I was like, this would be a lot better if you get on like Spotify or something, so that way you can listen to it, whatever. And I was like, should probably get a camera and like a microphone, so it's not just terrible. Granted, I'm not going to invest in like the top quality. Yeah. But I was like, I'm happy with where it's at now. But it was just kind of like, let's just keep seeing how many people will do it. And it's just like, more people have said yes than I thought would. Like I thought some people would be like, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine. Like, it's no pressure ever.
Because it never hurts. I'm sure people would feel nervous about.
Well, I think that's the part, is like they feel nervous about like an interview structure of like.
Yes.
so what did you do on, XY day, or like an interrogation thing. But
and the fact that it's like it's going to be
broadcasted
all over the place.
All over the place is limited, but I understand.
You'll blow up.
Hey, hope that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to just keep doing it. But I think it's like the first 5 minutes is just kind of like, can you get comfortable? And then after that, it's kind of like most people loosen up.
Yeah, you're just having a conversation.
You're just having a conversation, and then they realize that, and they're like, "Wow, that's a good time." And it just changes. It changes. I think from afar, it can seem kind of. I get why it would be intimidating. I understand it, just because like you don't really know what it's going to be like.
Yes,
you don't know the dynamic. Also, it's like if I've never met them or like whatever, you just don't know how that like vibe's going to be.
Exactly.
But it's like, no, I'm not ever coming on here to be like, so why are you a terrible person? Like,
or like what happened in high school?
Yeah, tell me about this detail.
Or like, why did you do this? Or I heard this about you. Yeah.
No.
I was interested in it just because like, I just think it would be a cool opportunity to sit down and talk to you. And
no, I was thrilled when you did it. I was like, thank goodness someone like replied to it.
And I'm not like in your friend group, and I'm like I said, like I feel like we barely knew each other.
That's what I'm saying.
So I was like, man, this kid's cool for doing this, because like, man, there's so many people my age that'll be like, it'd be so cool to like do something like Joe Rogan or whatever, but like none of them ever did anything with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I probably even thought about like, oh yeah, this would be a good idea, but you're doing it, man.
Yeah.
And like you seem like you come from like a good place with it. Like you're not, like you said, you're not interrogating anybody. I felt comfortable the second I walked in here.
No, I'm glad. That's how I want it to feel every time. I just want it to be. I genuinely want to have a conversation with the person that's coming on. It's not ever to. I don't ever want to talk to someone that it's like just to berate them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably also not going to do it if I just don't want to talk to them. I'd say that's very. I can't.
Well, I'm glad you accepted it. I'm
yeah. So you made the cut.
I made the cut. I'm sure there's people you probably.
I haven't turned down anyone. Anyone that's asked me to be like, "Oh, can we come talk about it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Okay, that's cool.
There's not so far been a single person I'm like, no. So I think genuinely, if anyone that I'm like don't know, or weren't great friends before, if they asked, to me, it'd be more interesting to talk to them now.
Yeah.
Because like, one, everyone grows, but like also, if they're asking me now to like talk about it and they'd be cool to come talk, then like, shoot, I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Like,
you might have a lot of stuff to learn from them. Or
you might. We might have a great conversation.
Exactly.
Granted, if it shoots in the dirt, then like, whatever. Like, waste of my hour, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't really lose anything. Like you.
It's like, found out that person still sucks.
Yeah, like, exactly. And you could post it, and then everybody else would find out about them.
No. If it ever went terrible, I just wouldn't. I'd give up on it. But
really?
Yeah, if it was like just complete argument or something about,
or just not, like if a person just wasn't interesting, or not if they weren't interesting, but just like
if they're just completely uncomfortable the whole time,
and it just went really south.
Yeah, then it'd be like no, but. Otherwise, to me, it's kind of like, can we get through the first, 5-10 minutes, and are they going to be, cool? Like, are they going to... It's kind of just trying to, see. That's, my only nerve-wracking part of doing this is, can we open up a conversation, and how can we lead? Because some people, it's I might want to talk about something, but I don't want to, directly ask about their, because that's for them to share and not for me to, ask them about. So if they want to, talk about it, I'm glad to talk about it, but I never want to pry.
Yes.
So you're doing a tango,
You are.
You're doing somewhat of a dance while you're involved, but to me it's kind of most of the time, I'd say everyone after the first little bit kind of gets over those initial nerves. And that's the only stressful time when doing this.
Yeah.
It's other than that, it's just, shoot.
I was just more excited.
I'm just talking.
Like, I feel like, I mean, I have to talk in front of a lot of people all the time, so I wasn't like...
So you're used to it, yeah.
I'm used to it, and I've always been a social guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just was excited to just do it.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, man. This is cool.
No, that's the fun part. It's you can see everyone's I mean, truly, every episode's everyone's unique personality.
It is, man.
It shows.
And it's ordinary people. It's not like you said, it's not Post Malone. It's not some UFC fighter. It's not.
No, I'm not having some.
It's not Matt Damon. Like, it's like,
yeah.
It's just ordinary people. You can see like who they are. So.
Yeah, and I think that's the most important part. Is that like you don't have to be a superstar rapper or athlete to live a successful, fulfilling life.
Yeah,
that's not the message. It never will be. It's just these people. This is how they got to where they're at. This is what they have done. This is how they like what they do, and that, I mean, take what you want from it.
That's what it's all about, man.
Or don't watch. Don't. Either way, doesn't really change my mind.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, but it's been awesome. I'll ask you this since you're a little bit older. Any general advice you would give to any of the young kids coming out of either high school, middle school, going through life?
Yeah. Don't have a kid at 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say right off the bat.
Nah. I think I wish I would have taken like what I want to do career-wise more seriously. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody's going to bounce around. Everybody's going to like figure out different things, and it all could happen. Like with coaching, like, I mean, my like day job is not what I dreamed of doing, but like being able to coach is like amazing. But I think I like should have focused more in college of like, I want to get this job when I graduate, or like out of high school, I want to do this when I go to college, and like have a plan. Yeah. But always have a plan, and my best advice is do the things that people are trying to like give you advice about. Like, if your parents are telling you, you got to do this, this, and this, or you have a coach or a friend, like if it's good advice, take the advice. Mm-hmm. Because, like, some people are like, well, like, that's not going to work for me, or I'll do something else. Or, like,
that doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, like, I don't need to do this, or I don't need to do that, or, like, I don't need to interview at this job. And it's like, well, maybe you should. Maybe you should try it. Like, try different things, but take the advice that you get, especially if it's coming from a good place. Like, you know, some people might be blowing smoke, but, you know, I've had a lot of good friends that have given me good advice, and I have like a good support system at home with family, and you know. But there's also times where I look back and it's like, man, I wish I would have did this, this, and this, and I would have got me ahead. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Like, that's an old saying, but don't keep up with your friends, man. Like, I feel like I was in and out, getting caught up in that. Everybody does. Like, you're trying to get to that certain point, but, like, you don't have to chase what your friends are doing. Like, everybody's going to go on their own path.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, jealousy is always going to be present. It's just, can you acknowledge it and move on? Like, you know, like, would it be cool to have a Lamborghini and go to work for 1 hour a day? Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. Do I like the life I live personally? Yeah. So, like, I'm happy. Like, you know, it's just, if you're constantly looking at that next and next, you're going to wear yourself out of chasing something either you don't really want, or making yourself miserable the whole way. Yeah. And that's not really worth it for short time we have, you know, like.
That's so true, man. And I would also say, like, to get back to what I said earlier, for like any young dads that are out there, just be the best you can, man. Like, it's so crucial to be a good dad. And I'm not this like perfect dad. I know I've talked about it a lot, but like I slip up, I make mistakes. Like, I could do a lot better at certain things, but like, you just need a good dad in your life. Like, you need good parents, but like, dads have such a big impact on kids. Like, my dad, you know, he's older, he worked on Wall Street, he's a big golfer. Like, when I was growing up, you know, he wasn't around a lot in New York. And then when I got older, like, he was always on the golf course. It was different. It's just different. And, you know, maybe we didn't have that connection like that everybody else has, but I knew they loved me and stuff like that. But it made me, like, when I had Tillman, it's like, I'm going to show her, like, I'm the man that she wants to look up to, and hopefully set the example. So when she grows up and, you know, gets married, like it's the type of guy that, like, you know, respects her, treats her correctly, and you know, that kind of thing. And even if you have a son, like if I have a son one day, like, you know, you got to raise a man to be like
it's the same thing,
the right kind of guy in this world. So, you know, that's what I would hate to see people, you know, having kids at a young age and just like they're never around, or like they're having problems with the mom all the time and don't worry about the kid, or they, you know, they show up once a month or once a year or like every couple months. I hate seeing that, man, because like being adopted, it's, you know, I love my family. Yeah, they're my family. My mom's my mom, my dad's my dad, my brother's my brother. But like, and, you know, maybe somebody's hearing this as adopted. It's like when you're adopted and you don't have anybody on this earth that looks like you. And then you finally see your kid. Like, I mean, looking at Tillman now, she's just like a little me. Yeah. It's like I would do anything on this planet for her. And you got to realize, like, she needs that. Like, or he or she will need that from you. And if you, you know, there was one thing, it's kind of funny. Like, I remember Coach Mills saying, he was like, man, like if I had no job, if I had nothing to do, I would steal for my kids. And I remember him saying that in the locker room, and it's always stuck with me. And I know it now. It's like, dude, I would do anything for my kids. Like I would do anything for my daughter. Yeah. And, you know, I try to show up to everything I can. And I hope people, like, you know, if they're in this situation, hear this and they're like, man, I need to step up. Yeah. Because that's what's important. That's what we're here for. We're not here to, like, you know, if I made no money in the world, but my daughter was successful, healthy, happy, and had a great life, that's all I need to do. I'll be homeless if that's what it takes. Like, I'll be a garbage man. I'll literally do anything. Like, I'll stop coaching if that means that, like, my daughter has to be, like, where she's supposed to be and be successful. Like, that's a fact. Yeah. So,
I mean, that's amazing. That's what it's here for. How can I help? How can I help them succeed? Yeah. How can I keep building a generation, keep it all lifting up?
That's your like you know, that's your ancestry, like that's your line, not ancestry, but that's your, you know, your bloodline. Like what, you know, when I'm gone, it's going to be my daughter, and if I have other kids, like they're carrying on hopefully the Van Norden name, and you know, it's special, man. But I feel like that's what God put us on this earth for. If you're a parent, like you got to take care of your kids.
Yeah, and I think it's just meaningful. At the end of the day, however you want to look at it, it's meaningful and purposeful.
Like, and there's no certain way to do it. You just gotta be. You just gotta be yourself. Yeah, be your true, kind, like caring, loving self. Everybody's got that.
If you ever made a book about how to do it perfectly, you'd make a killing.
Yeah, you would.
You would. You'd do amazing.
Seriously, man.
But
I'm still trying to figure that out.
I don't think there's one out there, so wouldn't go looking right now.
You just gotta be yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's find your style.
Find your style.
Yeah. Awesome. You got anything else?
That's it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks, sir.